and all became what's the word? Forcibly indoctrinated into the military, where you met Captain Zodge, who gave you orders to clear the city of the dead 3 cultists. You were ordered to find a local spy by the name of Tarina, who was hiding out in one of the local taverns.
I'm there.
Hey, Maru. We've just started up the game, bud. We're just recapping what happened last time.
Okay.
Also, you can, on D&D Beyond, you can level your character up as well, so you're at level 2. And reset your health.
Ah, fuck, I forgot the level.
Let's crack on with that while I carry on with the recap. Okay, so
level
you
2
got
is fine.
to...
I do it at the same
What's that?
time.
Yeah, keep going, bud.
Okay.
So you got to the tavern called the Elf Song, and you managed to find Tarina, who convinced you to stay and help her for the information that she knew, because she was wanted by some old friends and was in trouble. You then found out that the person she's in trouble with was the captain of the ship you sailed in on, and you managed to convince him to leave the tavern. However, you also managed to convince Tarina to leave the tavern, and she got caught in an alley by the captain, Deadeye. And you all came to her rescue and killed Captain Deadeye and his cronies. Which is where we finished off, is all of you in the alleyway with Tarina. So, welcome back. Just need Maru to log in.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm here.
That's okay.
I was keeping an eye on what was going on in the server.
I hope nobody's arguing.
Oh no, all good.
Cool. So you're all in the alleyway with Tarina. Continue.
I walk up to her and I'm like, "You okay?"
She seems a bit flustered from the excitement, but she turns to you and she goes, "Thank you. Now I won't have to keep looking over my shoulder for them."
Anytime. They were creeps anyway.
She goes, "Oh, that's very true."
So, you said you knew some stuff and you'd tell us if we got rid of the creeps?
Oh, yes, of course. The dead 3.
Yeah, those weirdos.
I think I did tell you this, but I will recap it anyway. Yeah. So she tells you that several blocks northwest of here is a public bathhouse in a walled garden. So she's followed a few people there before that were cultists from the Dead 3, and they seem to be going in there. And there seems to be more of them coming out of there than go in. I'm told that there's a secret door hidden inside somewhere that leads down into a dungeon.
I turn to her and say, "Do you think you could show me? Us?"
Do a persuasion.
Persuasion. 19.
Oh yeah, you do. You persuade her. She goes. She seems a bit still flustered from the fight, but she looks down at the dead bodies around and she goes, "Well, I guess I can take you there. I don't
Yeah.
see why I shouldn't."
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. Leo, however, seems quite exhausted, and she says that she is going to go back to the tavern and rest there.
She's not with us.
She is very unwell, so she will not be joining us.
Hope she gets better soon.
Yeah, and we have all wished her up to get better. I think it's in the chat for the group. Yeah, she just got unwell, I think, on Friday, and she hasn't recovered, so she won't be.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and she says, "Okay, do you all want to go straight there?"
Yeah, sure.
First, do we not want to know how she knows that it's there?
Why don't you ask her?
Okay. So, my character, I'll move up to Tarina, and I just ask her, how do you know that the cult is there?
Did Captain Zodge not tell you what I do?
No.
You're a spy.
I am. I follow them and gather information on many people in our town.
So, who asked you to follow them?
A spy just... Well, one thing in this city is information is very valuable.
So
I
you
collect
just-
information on all people.
So you just find the information, and then if someone needs it, they come to you to ask. Basically.
Mostly, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Information is valuable in this town, my dear. Knowing who is coming, who is going from places, can sometimes be worth quite a lot of gold.
So, say somebody came and asked me who you were, and because I've now met you, I know some stuff. I could earn lots and lots of gold from it. I turn my
She
head to the side.
looks slightly concerned, but now that her main threat's gone, she goes, perhaps not as valuable now as
Well,
it could have been.
we came out looking for you on a favor, but I guess now you owe us a favor.
Yes, that was our deal. You help me and I help you.
Well, but we were acting on Captain Zodge's favor, so therefore you still owe us a favor.
How is that, my dear?
Because we, on behalf of Captain Zodge, was asked to come talk to you to get the information you owe him.
Yes.
And
And in
you took
return
some
for
of-
giving the information, I asked for help.
Well, we are not working for Captain Zodge exclusively, you see.
Okay. Who are you working for? And she starts having shifty eyes where she's looking at each of you.
I'll
I
lean
work
over.
for Nature.
I'm gonna
I am-
lean over and look at her, like really close to her face while he says this.
She's sort of pulls her head back slightly and feels your breath on her face and shudders slightly and doesn't know what quite to do.
I say that it's okay, at least for now, her secret is safe.
I just
Right.
say to her, we work for ourselves. Who do you work for? Other than yourself, obviously.
Whoever pays the most.
And who's paying the most right now?
Well, I just offered to take you to somewhere.
Yes, but I'm just asking who was the last person to pay you.
Well, that would be Captain Zodge.
Ah, okay, that's fine then. And I lean back.
Okay. And she sort of keeps looking around, shuffling slightly from side to side, just sort of stumbling a little bit.
Can I? It sounds too shifty for my liking.
Well, anyway, let's get into this place.
Yeah, let's go. And I put my arm around her and just kind of drag her along.
Okay. So she's sort of trapped by you slightly, but
Yeah.
not.
Are we going through main streets or like side alleys?
Basically, I'm holding onto her from the side and behind, and the rest of those are surrounding her.
Yeah, I'm going to follow very closely.
So you have all come onto the main map now,
Ah,
hopefully. Should
The
all
map's
be-
being weird.
Yeah, you sort of have to be zoomed in, but not all. Like you can't be zoomed all the way out, or else it just freaks out.
Okay, why is my character all the way on the other side of town?
What? Where are you?
No, you're.
You should all be together.
Yeah, you.
No,
You're
there's
right
one
here.
over on the left.
Is there two of you? We lost a character. I see you. Yes, I see. How did you get here?
I don't know.
This is last session. Your character just up and disappeared randomly.
What do I mean? There's one over here.
Yeah, I've
there's
put in
two
with
of
the new
me.
characters. I should have deleted that one. It did start moving.
Our soul splitted.
I want to go and pay a friend a little visit in the form of a cat.
Hmm?
So I'm gonna polymorph into a cat and go to the woman's shop.
You're right next door. Yeah. Okay.
I'm on my way there.
Okay. Okay. So you've gone to the shop.
Creature I know. I've seen before.
okay.
I turn into.
They are going to be quite far ahead. Where is everybody else going? Because she has offered to lead you
House.
straight there.
I'm sticking with Tarina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going through main streets?
Here, you're just
Okay.
gonna. She's just gonna lead you through the hustle and bustle of the city.
I'm gonna hold on to her.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is everyone else going with Tarina? Because I'll deal with him.
I am,
separately.
and I will play the way there to see if anyone gives me like a copper piece or a silver piece or something like that.
Okay. So let's quickly go over to. Neva.
14 on performance on that one.
Right.
I want
And-
to wild shape into a bug, break into her house.
God.
Are you trying to traumatize her even more?
Perhaps.
You. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's pull out. Paste you in. And you're a bug, yes?
Yeah, it's like a beetle.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it the same size. Alright. Does everybody want vision on this? Or do you all happy to have darkness for a while?
I'm happy to not know.
Okay, so 2 minutes everybody else. Okay. Neva, you should have vision.
It's just a giant white screen.
You should zoom out slightly
I've zoomed out all the way.
and watch, and it's black.
It's white.
White?
Yeah. It needs a load, I think.
Give it a second. Is it loaded?
No.
Mine's not loaded.
Loaded now.
Right, tell me when you can see.
I can't see.
You can?
Yes.
Cool. So you have crawled in under the door. As you enter, you can see that the female tiefling is behind her counter, but there seems to be a few more people in here than it was last time. And you can also see that one of the windows has been smashed and boarded up.
Oh yeah, I think I know where this is going.
Probably where the arrow came from.
Perhaps it's a small part of the window that's been
I
smashed.
wonder.
And it's just one plank covering that one section.
Yeah, definitely.
So what do you do?
I'm just gonna fly up to it. Still as this beetle.
Okay, so when you're
Move back.
polymorphed, you only have the health of that creature until you take 0 health, right?
Yeah, I'm wild shape really.
Okay. What does wild shape do to your health? Do you take on?
Doesn't say. It just says as an action. I don't know how to put this into Roll20, but
No, that's fine. I'm gonna go with the polymorph system. You now have the health of a bug, and then you will change form back, I would assume.
yep.
Cool. So you fly up to her, and she's
I want to bite her nose.
swatting away. So make an attack roll.
What do we get an unarmed strike? Is it
Yeah, but roll to hit first.
a 2?
Yeah, you don't hit. She just bats you out of the way.
What are you guys in chat doing?
in- sort of like brushes you away.
I want to
And
right,
then,
grab
but
it.
so you've actually actively attacked her. So she reaches under the counter and she pulls out a roll of parchment and she actively swings at you. So she's going to do an attack roll on you. For 17 to hit.
Yeah, that
13.
hits.
Yeah, she swats you. I'm only gonna do that as a. Oh, she hits you for 3 points. So you die as your polymorphed creature and fly backwards onto the floor. Roll for dexterity. See how you land. So athletics.
That's strength. Is it acrobatics? I mean,
Acrobatics, and yeah.
I rolled an 18.
You just absolutely nail it. You do a superhero landing as you sort of burst back into full size and land on the floor. She is absolutely stunned and bewildered of what is happening in front of her, and the other people in there rush over and surround you. And from up the stairs comes another guy as well. What do you do?
I'm gonna say to them, no one will believe you, and I'm gonna turn into another beetle and fly through the window.
Is that possible?
I can use it twice a day.
You can use it twice a day. Cool.
Pretty good.
You.
It was made exactly for this.
Yes. No, that's perfect. So I want to. Right, you're gonna do that as your action. How far can you move when you're this big? Oh. Gotta reduce your distance travelled, surely.
But I can also fly up from their reach.
Okay. Fly. Describe how you're moving. I'm gonna give you.
Actually, I'm running along the floor and I'm gonna crawl up the wall.
Oh, go on then. Move your character. You can hold Alt to move your character in a better position.
Oh god.
I'm gonna give you 10 feet at this size.
Okay.
How much is your movement actually? Hold on.
My beetle has 5 speed.
I move with.
Is it 5? Is it really?
I mean, it
So
says
do I
here.
move from the square or?
Alright, so you can move 5 feet from where you are now. 5 feet up, 5 feet in a different direction. Blame Maru for dobbing you in. Cool. She is going. No, actually, I'm roll for initiative on this because you're gonna get hit again.
Okay.
Uh,
I rolled an 11.
Add 10. Why can't I see the turn too?
I did come in here to, try and scare her, make her run away upstairs, and I was going to steal all her stuff, but that didn't go to plan, did it?
Aha, here's the turn. Right. You don't
I
need
rolled
one.
an 11.
And one up here. You have to torture people, don't you? I knew you were going to torture people.
Well, I was going to try and make her run away so I can steal all his stuff.
You entered the building and noticed that there was more people in there.
I know,
Right.
but they were all running away with it. So like, well,
They
what's-
are going to roll.
I didn't think this.
So you actually got the highest roll, so you're actually going to go first. So you're going to get. I'm actually going to put these down so I know. So I know who they are because they've just got the same bloody name. Okay, you've actually moved already. So your action would have been to polymorph move. So, because she was about to take an action. She is going to throw that bit of paper at you that she was holding. She's going to squeal really loud and throw that at you. Does she hit? She rolled a 19. She definitely hit.
Jesus Christ.
Improvised weapons. What does that actually come under? What damage? Does anybody else know that?
Oh,
It
wait.
depends on the weapon.
Yeah, it depends on the
she's using.
improvised weapon.
Yeah.
She's
So something like
She rings like an improvised club. I'd say that's what that is.
yeah.
Because like a piece of rolled up thing. I mean, that's a club.
yeah. How much does that hit for?
Let me check.
1d4 is a normal club.
Yeah,
1d4.
1d4.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The 4.
Max damage.
You-
Let's go.
You now need to roll for dexterity to see how you're coming back.
I rolled 8.
Oh,
I just barely flop on the floor.
okay, so there's a pile of like cloth and stuff piled up against this wall, and you come out of this and just sort of like fall into it, but you're still on your feet, so you're sort of hugging all this like rolls of things, and you're sort of like taken aback slightly because you've just been slapped in the back of the head as a bug and poof back into existence. I've lost the turn thing again. Damn it. There it is. Right. She is going to. 1, 2, 3, 4. She is running away from you, squealing. This guy is going to take his turn. He's going to come up to you. Oh. Why are you here by yourself?
Frag, bro.
And he is going to grapple you. It is a strength on strength check, isn't it? So, I
Don't know.
think it is.
Just a raw strength, is it?
Yeah.
I rolled a 14.
Let's see what his strength is. Gets a +2. Oh, he's got a 20. You are grappled. And he's actually just going to look at you and go, "Why would you do that?" And he's just going to drag you towards the door. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And this one is going to come up to you. And he's also going to attempt to grapple you. He's going to go for your legs. So roll for a strength on that one.
16.
Okay. So he rolled 6. So you just kick his hands away and like you're thrashing at the legs and he can't get a grip on you.
I'm gonna say I'm acting out on behalf of Captain Zodge and show him the badge and say she's a suspect.
He takes your copper badge off you. Actually, do a strength check on holding onto that as well. Or actually do a sleight of hand, just try and like whip it away from him. Where are your rolls coming in? Sorry.
I got a 9. It's on DnD Beyond. I'm doing it.
Do they come up anywhere so I can see?
I don't think they do. I don't know how to link them.
Okay,
There's the Roll20 extension for Google
Yeah.
Chrome. If you have that, you can still roll in D&D Beyond and it shows up on Roll20.
How do I do that?
It's an extension. I'll tell you the exact name.
Yeah, we'll figure it out after we do this one more time. So, what did you get on that one, sorry?
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9, and he is just trying to strength you, take it off you.
It's called Beyond 20.
He got
by
a
the way.
4, so you keep hold of your badge. You pull it away and quickly tuck it back into your little pouch. It's her turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She is gone, she's up the stairs.
Do I make a persuasion? Because,
Actually, wrong. It was your turn, my bad.
well, should I roll for a persuasion with the badge? Say she's under suspicion, I'll send you to spy on him, but she attacked me.
So, they really don't care because of who they are. But you can. If you get a nat 20... Actually, no, wrong. If you can do it 3 times over... Let's have a look at this. 15. Then if you do 2 over 15, so roll twice, or roll 3 times, and you can convince 2 of them,
Okay.
then the third one will fall in
No.
line.
9. 8.
Okay, yeah. they because of who these are set to, because they've got a background, they really don't care for the Flame Keepers, and he just goes, that means nothing. And he tried to grab it off you, and you quickly pulled it back away from him.
Well, I still haven't done any attack, or was that my action?
So, persuasion. I'll let you attempt to get out because you're grappled. So
I won't do that. Instead, I'll use my first level Thunder Wave.
Go on then.
It's a con save.
Okay, and that hits
Well.
everybody, doesn't it? How far is that?
It's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah, you're gonna hit everybody. Other than the woman, because she freaking... Actually, no, she was still down here, because... So,
He's out of range.
5, 10... Yeah. She's definitely gonna run away when you do this, so... Cool. Con save for all of these. It's going to be... That's what I've done, that, so... Ah,
That's funny.
a 24 and a 6, so... And what was the DC for it?
12.
12. Right,
Yeah.
so he goes first. He got the one that's grappled you. Gets hit. He's second, so he doesn't get hit, but he does get. So you.
Bill takes half damage.
So he'll take half damage. How much is that?
Going to roll it now. I roll a 10.
So he takes 5 damage. Okay, so.
How are you guys in chat doing? Good?
He can take 10 damage. Oh my god.
By the way, I sent you the link to the Chrome extension on the Discord.
Just hold it. That's it, is it?
That is your turn. But, because you've hit him, I think. Does that break his grapple?
It pushes him away from me.
Okay, cool. So it definitely breaks his grapple. How far does it push him?
I'm trying to get it now. 10 feet away from me. And it's audible but out to 300 foot. So people from outside can definitely hear all this.
Yeah. So as you did that, it sort of shook the room and some things fell off the shelves and scattered across the floor. And the board that was on the window, like over the hole, has come free and just dropped on the floor. And there's just a big hole in the window now. Well, a small hole, arrow sized. Cool. So he got hit, taking damage. So you've taken your turn. He's just 10 feet away from you, so he's gonna go back up to you. And he's gonna attempt to grapple you again. Oh, he volleys you. Strength, B strength, isn't it? So roll for strength. So he's got 7, 9. Roll a 9. Nice. Yep. You got that.
I rolled an 11. Just say that.
Yep. He got a 9, so yeah, you are not grappled by him. His turn's over. The one behind you, the one that took half damage, is going to try and grapple you.
Man, this feels like a wrestling match. Jesus!
Got a nat 20. He's, because your back's to him, he's just bear hugged you and picked you up.
By the way,
Do I
you're seeing
have
your
any
rolls.
Reaction?
You can see my rolls, that's fine.
Do I get a reaction?
So you can try and fight at 20. See if he
Uh,
grapples you. Sorry, you do have
alright.
the strength check on it.
No, I was asking, like, do I have a reaction or just straight strength?
No, it's strength v strength. If I'm not, I might be mistaken, but I believe it's strength v strength when you fight in grapple.
16.
Grapple is strength.
Yeah. So yeah, so you're thrashing, but he's picked you up off the ground, and you're flailing and kicking things off the shelves near you, and he doesn't care. He's just like got a permanent bear grip on you, and he's going to drag you further out while you kick and scream.
How far away are we? Have we moved much far away?
You guys will be a lot further away at this point, so you'll almost be there by the time he finishes this fight, 'cause this is taking a lot longer. So this guy's gonna come up and he is going to... What is he going to do?
He's not going to do anything 'cause he's a nice guy.
He's gonna hold his action, but prevent you from getting out, or prevent you going in that direction. So, back to you.
I would like to use poison spray and get all 3 of them.
Cool, so you're pointing that way, and so what direction does it do? Does it say a cone or something?
It's 10 feet, so if I were to face...
You can point that way, or that way, so you can't actually hit the wall.
If if I do it diagonally, it doesn't say.
Yeah, because it's most likely a straight line.
Yeah, but it's Constitution, so the one that's grabbed at me, I'll do it on.
Okay, Constitution saving throw, yeah?
Yeah, well,
He succeeds. He got a 13.
it says 11.
Yeah, well, it's plus
I
2
know that.
to his Constitution.
Ah, that's nuts.
So as he's got you from behind, and he's bear hugging your hands down. So you lift your hand and spray upwards, and it just goes up, straight up and over him. So
I think I did it bad.
she is going to continue running away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then his action now is to drag you further outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to chuck you down the stairs. Do a dexterity to see how you land. So athletics if you want. Or acrobatic. You roll down the stairs, but you're immediately back up on your feet.
Just a little bit of back pain.
Cool. And he just tells you to leave.
I will. I will chomp it. Nah, I'll leave.
Cool.
I'll be back tomorrow.
So you wander off into the dark void. And he goes back inside and shuts the door. But they're all stood at various little sections, blocking doors or looking through windows. Alright, let's get back to the group.
At this point, that woman is afraid of her own shadow.
Yeah, she thinks now animals attack her. Like
Every single
everything.
bug.
She sees like a critter running across the floor. She screams and she throws something at him.
Damn. The second person who has paranoia.
I mean, it's not second, it's still the same lady. That's the thing.
Back after a long rest story.
I'm going to lead you all down this very straight road.
By the way, did I got any copper pieces from my performance on the street?
Oh yes. So you're playing the flute along the way, aren't you?
Yeah,
so
I'm a little bit behind the group just so I don't like bring attention to the group itself.
Okay. So Tarina's like sort of hugged into like an armpit of a cat and just sort of hushed along like quite as they barge past people, and the other two are just gradually walking along behind. And you're probably 15 or 20 feet behind. No one's really paying attention to them because as they look past them and look directly to you. Playing. Do a performance check.
14.
14. Oh. You aren't playing a masterpiece,
It's
and
okay.
it's really loud out, so there's a lot of people about. So you're only picking up the attention of the people within about 5 feet of you. So
Suddenly hear thunder.
and I'll no, they don't. They really don't. You're really far away. You're on the other side of the city. There's just too much hustle and bustle going on. So you do this, and you get probably 2 copper pieces and some felt.
Some felt? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You just got some it was like a rag that someone just chucked to you.
I'm going to turn to Sharis and Katiana and say, where the hell is that druid? Should we probably wait for him? Does anyone know where he went?
I'll just turn and say, they'll find us in the end. And I just turn back to the spy person and be like, so, how's your life? Tell me all about you.
Well, and as she continues walking down this street, she tells you her life story. She's like, well, I grew up quite poor and I ended up sailing on many different ships, and she blabbles on for ages, and she gets on to stuff you start recognising, talking about the uncivil servant. She worked under a different captain. Let me try and find a more description on this. Nope, no information, not found. And she worked under a different captain, but there was a mutiny aboard, and she didn't like working under the new captain, which happened to be Deadeye. So she decided to part ways, but thought she should be well compensated for having to leave, and took the majority of the ship's gold as she did, which wasn't an excessive amount. It was just everything that they had, and
Well, it
she came
makes
to Baldur's Gate.
That makes sense. You gotta earn a living somehow, and if they're being dickheads, how else are you meant to do it?
Exactly. How else am I meant to go to a whole new city that I've never been before and survive?
And you
So I
gotta
thought I should be
start again.
compensated.
Makes sense. I mean, he didn't deserve the gold. He took over the ship. He sounds like a right twat.
I'm gonna say you have arrived. So she goes and points her hand out. She goes, "This is the place here." And as you look at it, it's just a really high wall, probably 7 to 8 feet tall wall, overgrown with weeds and like moss on the wall. And there is a big stone arch with a very heavy looking wooden door, and you can see the crest of like a roof over it, and steam coming from around the area. Neva, where have you gone? Oh, you are not that close. You are
What
not
roughly
that
is the
close.
time of day?
You are probably a block closer. You are like, you probably got back to the tavern where you left everybody else, because they've only got a block further.
Along the way, I would have been purposely digging my claw feet into the ground so that they would leave a mark so that you could follow.
Okay, so the city and the hustle and bustle is packed. There are probably around you right now 100 or so people. You are quite packed in there, but I will do Neva, do a survival check for me.
Okay.
Let's see if you pick up her trail. How's your health just dropped by?
I did that because I realized I took damage as the beetle. And
No, you
extra
didn't take any damage. Hold on.
Nope, if you take extra damage...
Oh, do you?
Oh no, if I take damage and I lose my ability, all the extra damage that would have went in would...
Okay.
So I got squashed by
good to
paper.
know. Yeah, you took like 5 points of damage just off paper. Gutted. You've got a serious paper cut.
Nice survival check though.
Oh, whoa! Okay, so, right, I'm talking hundreds of people, so probably I'm gonna have to do this. With that, I'm gonna give you 3 blocks of tracking them, and then when you get 3 blocks in, you're gonna roll again, because that's great. That's amazing. Because we're talking thousands upon thousands of people, carts, horses, everything going through this city.
The only difference is their feet don't dig it holes in the ground. Mine has leaves little holes.
Yeah. So you see these big paw prints with big claws that have just scooped deep down in and drawn like sort of arrows pointing in the direction of travel, and you can follow them quite easily. But I'm not going to make you roll again for anything. I'm just going to say you are a couple of minutes behind everybody else now because of that roll. So I'm going to take right. You're here. What do you all want to do?
I'm gonna keep hold of her and say, "Come on, then, let's go in."
I'm gonna wait outside for the druid to eventually turn up. Otherwise, he
Yeah.
won't know where we are.
Tell him we're inside and that we're checking it out. Keep an eye on anyone coming and going while you're out here, maybe.
Is the wall 7 feet or 8 feet tall?
Who?
The wall?
The wall, yeah.
It's a 7 or 8 feet tall. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so
It's gone dark. Hey, biscuit.
hopefully you should be able to see in a second. Oh, what have I done?
Oh, I see something. I had to zoom out to find it. Hello, whoa.
Right. Who waited outside? You're not here. You can stand outside.
no,
Who else waited outside?
This is the outside.
Yeah, so you said you went in.
I took her in with us.
Yeah.
I'll go in as well.
Remember, Neva's not there.
Neither's not there. There we go. He's somewhere else. Who waited outside?
It was me and Chris.
Fordrick, dwarf.
Dwarf.
Or is it just the Gensi and me and her?
So this is right.
Yeah.
That everyone sees. Cool. Okay, you have entered the courtyard of a bathhouse. Let me just quickly get.
I lean over to the girl and was like, "Have you ever actually been inside this place?"
She said a few times it's probably the best place to bathe.
Ah, so if we come in with you, they're not gonna cause shit.
It's quite a reputable place during the day.
That's good.
Many people come and go from here all the time.
That's good then.
I got nightmares over that now.
Right, courtyard. So this is an L-shaped courtyard featuring a trimmed lawn and nicely manicured shrubberies. The yard is decorated with a white marble benches and stone fountains. Don't move your character around because you will wander into areas you're not supposed to be in.
It's alright.
Wait, who's moving the character?
That was me. My bad.
Never just moved it by accident.
No, I was trying to sort the numbers out again.
Oh yeah, because you've taken damage. Haven't you?
Yeah. I'm just trying to sort out like.
There you go, it's done.
buttons. Thank you.
I've got to the wrong place. The benches. Stone fountains, each of forms with a smiley statue on top, tipping a jug and spilling water from its basin. So this is the courtyard. We're in a big L-shaped courtyard.
So I turn to her and say, "So, can you show us where the, entrance that you found was?" And I whisper this to her so that no one else can hear, because I don't want to, give away while we're there.
Yeah, she looks at you and she goes, "I've never seen them actually use it, but more people go in that come out, so gotta be another way in."
So I guess we're just gonna have to watch.
Sure.
So, if I let go of you now, are you gonna run or are you gonna stay with us?
I never said I was gonna run. I said I would take you here. Why would
Yeah.
I run?
Because we're here now and you held up your end. I was only hoping you'd stick with us because I like you.
Do a persuasion check. 7.
Shit.
Hmm.
I am telling the truth though, so.
You are. You just want her to join your party. She is. She's gonna go. Well, time's money, so if you
What
make
if
it
I tell
sweeter,
you
maybe.
a secret about.
Remember,
one of-
you got a load of gold, so.
So- What if I told you either a secret about one of us or 1 gold piece every hour that you stay with us?
Do you
No,
have a
I-
persuasion?
14.
1 gold piece and the information, and I'll stay.
Okay,
Just for the day.
just for the day. Okay.
So you're say
And I hand her over 1 gold piece. And I tell her 1 piece of information. I say to her, I am 18 years old. And it is my birthday today.
she smiles at you and sort of shrugs and goes, okay, and puts the coin into like her purse. And she's smiling, knowing that you've pulled one over on her, but she thinks you're sweet, so she's charmed by it.
Yay.
She told us that the entrance is in the ground, right?
She said that loads of people go into this place, and
don't
she
come out.
knows they're cultists, but they
And
never
she-
come out.
And she knows there's an entrance somewhere inside, but she doesn't know where.
Yeah.
She knows that there's no other way in, so
So
there
I
must be a
let-
secret.
I let her go. And I walk over
And
to the
she
counter.
follows behind us, what she will do.
Okay, this is gonna be a stretch. I'm gonna play the lute, and like me being a bard and like an air ganazzi, I'm gonna like see for like vibrations in the air if I can notice like a wall or ground that's maybe a little bit off. I know that's not going to be easy, but
Okay.
None of the information I'm like, if I did investigation, it's not going to be about fey fiends or undead, right?
Pardon?
I get advantage on investigation rolls if they're about fey fiends or undead. I'm guessing none of that is the case in this situation.
Fey fiends or undead? No. 'Cause
Okay.
it would just be about doors.
Okay. So
Potentially,
I'm going
yeah.
to roll normal investigation.
Can we just go for a quick second on what Roma wanted to do? You wanted to do a performance check, playing the flute, to see if
I don't
there's
know if-
anything.
I don't know if you
No,
want.
do an investigation actually.
Yeah, I was looking if you want investigation or perception or something like that.
To check the
It's
advantage.
12. Got it.
So as you do it, you can feel like a slight breeze through the bushes, but it's more just like the critters moving around rather than anything else.
I checked out the fountain specifically.
You checked out the fountain specifically on a 15.
Do I see any bugs?
No bugs. You just felt them as critters running around.
No, I actively search for bugs.
Alright, let me
You
deal
roll
with.
an investigation for that one.
Let me deal with Patina's investigation on the fountain. As you approach, you focus more on the statue itself. It seems slightly weird. Something's off. You can feel it, but you don't know what.
I tilt my head at it and turn around to the other two and said, "This ain't right. I can't figure out what, but it ain't right. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Like, look at my tail. It's all puffed up. It's not right. And I just show off my tail that's all puffed.
Rena just sort of like waves her hand as you whip your tail up, and she just sort of fluffs it out of the way. And she'll do an investigation for you, just to like she's confused at what you're looking at. Oh, she sees nothing. She has no idea what you're on about.
I'm looking for bugs.
Roma's looking for bugs. Investigation? Oh, you did that for the 12, is that? No.
Oh, no. That 10, even worse.
You see a couple of ants on the bush, but nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to one of the ants and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. And I'm gonna ask the hen if she's a regular around these parts. Because I'm gonna guess it's a bug, so you know, they don't go very far.
Yeah, she like she's walking along this stick, and then she just stops, and then they, because there's two of them, they both look at you and go, "Pardon? Me? What? What?" And look at each other and just go, and they're just staring at you.
Yeah, I get like a little bit of one of my rations. I just like snap it off, and I just kind of wiggle it in front of them and say, "Yes, you too."
They go, hi, and they get their pincers out slightly, and they're grabbing at the food.
Yeah, I'm not letting them quite reach it, but I do tell them that if they tell me a way to get inside of that, like if they've seen someone else go in and they can tell me how, I'll give them that and more.
Oh, inside? Inside where?
And I point to the fountain.
To the fountain, or to the building?
No, the fountain that they were investigating.
And they go, sure. Just give us that food.
I say no. I say, tell me how first. Actually, I'll give them a little bit of food and then wiggle like the rest of the ration in front of them.
Sure. The front one takes it and scurries away, and the other one goes, follow me. And it slowly crawls down the bush and onto the path.
Okay.
And
I keep my eye on it and I go.
Cool. It's going to move very slowly across the courtyard, and he's continuing to move across the courtyard. You're watching this ant run across a massive desert for it, and it's probably going to take the ant 10 minutes or so.
I'm going to ask her if she needs help.
To the fountain.
I'm going to ask her if she needs help.
Okay. She goes, sure.
I give her my finger for her to get on.
She climbs up on your finger and
I kind of drop her on the statue.
Cool. And she crawls up onto it and crawls inside where the water's coming from, and she's gone.
I turn to Arthur and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm speaking to ants.
Ants?
Yeah.
Little bug thing?
Yeah.
And the ant comes out of the water pot, and she goes, so you wanted to come inside?
Okay, and I tell her, like, no. So some people have been messing with this fountain, and something opens when they do that. What is it?
She looks really confused and not a clue what you're on about.
Can I do another investigation on the fountain?
Yep. It's been about 10 minutes of this ant thing, so your speech is worn off and she no longer understands you, but she's sat on the fountain. A 13 from your 15 last time. the fountain seems to be absolutely nothing. Whatever you thought you saw, you see nothing now.
Well, that was pointless.
And I'm going to say Neva has arrived at the main gate now as well.
Can I jump in the fountain and just kind of play with the fountain? Just randomly trying to play with it.
The main water bit at the bottom, or the statue itself?
The statue, like play with it, just kind of pulling at the arms and trying to move.
Yes,
it.
yes, you can, and I suspect you very much know what's going on with this fountain. Cool. So
seeing Neva arrive, I say to him, "Where you been, laddie?"
Yeah, so we're gonna move to them quickly. Neva, there you go, onto you.
Sorry, what?
You have arrived at the and caught up with everybody else. So you're just at the main entrance now.
Okay, well, I'm going to walk up to Chris, Baldurs, and say, what have I missed?
Well, there's a cat in the fountain and a bard speaking to ants.
You wouldn't actually know that. There's a big,
No idea.
big door
Yeah.
between you all. But you
Oh, we're
can hear
locked out of the door. Sorry.
You can
from what I
you
see,
can
we
hear the
moved.
chitter chat
Cool.
that's been going on, but you don't quite understand what's happening.
Okay. Redo that.
If I had my shape.
It's a door.
The
Still
door is
open.
the
Yeah.
door is unlocked. The
Cool.
place is open for business.
Yeah, I move through into there now then to see
Cool.
what's going
Follow
on.
behind.
Yeah. So you can just move your character upwards, and you'll go in.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's just. Right.
As they walk in,
Split your
I
characters.
will freeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
As they walk in, I'm just sitting on the floor, just looking sad. As
And
you're
I'm
also
just
involved.
playing with the fountain. I just freeze, holding the fountain like a cat does when you look at it randomly.
I'm singing a sad tune because I missed speaking to the end.
You. It's about away for a minute. And all of a sudden, an imp that was sat on the fountain, as you brush it with your tail, that was invisible, and it screeches really loud and just shoots off and flies away. It's just straight up out.
I turn to the rest of them like, what was that? Something touched me.
Can I do a nature check to see what he was doing there?
Yeah. Tarina looks stunned that she's never seen that before.
I got 20.
You think, well, as you look at this, you just see that it's clearly like the scratch marks around where it would have been standing, and it seems to be quite worn down there. So you would suspect that this imp has been there for a very long time, probably just watching over the place, as you have just disturbed it. It's flown away.
Well. Should I make an investigation check to see if there's anything underneath that fountain that Persephone is on?
You can do an investigation on the fountain if you do so wish. Do investigation whenever you want. The fountain seems like a normal fountain. You can't see anything to indicate that it does anything other than pull water out of it. The only signs you see of wear on it are where the water pours out, it's slightly worn down, and where the imp seems to have been stood for a very long time.
Okay, can I use shape water and make it very, very clear?
The water's very clear anyways, it's quite clean water.
Yeah,
So you can see the bottom, it's probably 2 coins deep.
I thought there would have been a secret button or something.
I say we're probably focusing on the wrong thing, and I go to walk in.
Well, the imp was on it.
but someone did a nature check on it and thought that they were just observing from there.
So I'm gonna go over to
Not
the other.
guarding, watching.
I'm gonna run over to the other fountain and see if that one has an imp.
Okay, so you swipe your tail like you did on the last one across the whole thing, and nothing seems to happen.
Yeah. Okay, just that one.
Can I go in?
So, with that nature check, you would understand that where it was perched could see the entire courtyard.
Well,
So
Like climb on
Karina's
top.
also just been following you around.
I climb on top of this fountain to see what I can.
Okay, so you climbing up on the whole thing?
Yep, on the top where the.
Cool.
I'm watching.
This one turns out to be an
I'm
imp
gonna
that
watch
just
him.
flies around.
Do a dexterity for me.
Would it be acrobatics or straight dexterity?
Dexterity saving. Actually, you can do acrobatics if you want.
I re-rolled it.
Alright, 3. Alright, yeah.
I fall in.
The statue that you're standing on is about the size of the imp. It's quite small. It's not built for someone 6 foot something. And it crumbles underneath you, and you just fall straight into the water.
I start laughing. Ha ha!
We're just a terror to local businesses.
I'm gonna see if I can hear anything behind this door.
I'm just laughing and pointing at him like,
Yeah.
you got wet.
No.
Well, I like to get wet. Water can I see.
True. But still funny, you bought the statue.
My ass hurts.
Your ass looks a bit red.
Karina just sort of looks really confused, and you've been here for about probably 20 minutes or so in this courtyard, breaking things.
Talking
not?
to ants, splashing in the water.
I dropped a bundle of paper and now I fell in.
Can we walk it, by the way?
How tall is the inner wall here? Where all are standing? How tall is it?
It's the outer wall.
So
So this
Oh,
this
yeah.
here is the
Yeah, yeah.
building. This is about a 20-foot building, and
Is
it
the
seems
door
to be one floor tall. It
Oh.
just seems to be a tall building.
Is the door unlocked?
Yes.
Can I listen first to see if anything's going on in there?
So you press your ear against the door, and you can hear sort of steam noises and some chitter chatter, and a slight splashing around, like as if someone was washing themselves.
Right, I'm gonna walk in like Shrek opening up the door.
So,
What?
what do you
Boot
want
Booting
to
the door
stole me?
open.
I'm gonna follow.
No, no,
Hey,
no, no, no.
Rockstar. And for some reason you can hear.
You all want to enter? Because if you do, you might need to push in so everyone else can get
Yeah, I'll
I'm
enter
gonna-
holding Tarina there.
I'm gonna walk
Someone's
over
gonna-
to these-
Tarina is just following
Okay.
Tina.
Yeah.
She-
I'm just gonna walk over to these
She's
two
waiting
women,
for
like-
more payments.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to these two women, bend over, and say, hi!
Hi.
What are you
And-
doing?
They sort of cover themselves a little bit because they're bathing and just go.
I turn my head to the side.
Just having a what? And
What?
yourself?
Why are you covering yourself? There's other people in here. It's no big deal.
It's more that you stood over her and leaned over her that she seems more concerned about her own privacy rather than
Okay. it
more
like-
than anything else.
What does she look like?
She just looks like a human woman. Her hair's quite long and it's covering the chest. The
And
other woman's probably
Naked or has she got bathing suit? on?
she's got quite slim bathing clothes on, just enough to cover herself, but she feels uncomfortable that you've stood over her and you're observing her more. And the other one's probably like an orc or something, and she's also wearing similar bathing attire for washing.
I look at the two of them and say, "You're both really pretty."
They blush slightly and thank you, but they remain quite cautious that they're sat in a bath and someone stood over them with a battle axe.
I just said to him, "Don't mind me. I've never been in one of these places before. I don't know how they work."
I'll start playing the lute to make them comfortable.
Okay, you do a performance check, and the other one just says, "Well, you just pay a copper and take a bath.
Where do I put my stuff?
Just on one of the benches near the pool," and she points to the bench next to her, and you see a pile of clothes. Two piles of clothes on the bench, and it's their belongings from what you can tell.
I want to make an investigation check on this open pool.
The performance,
Yeah.
you're playing like just a slightly off tune song, and they notice you, but they don't really pay attention to the fact that you're playing music.
Now, what are those two rooms for? And I look at the two rooms next to them.
It's this one and this one.
Yeah.
Well, they're open massage places. You pay a silver and you can receive a massage.
A massage? What's a massage?
The body rub to relax you.
Oh. That's cool. I might have to check that out. Thank you. Bye. And I just stand up and walk
And
over.
she's got both hands are on her chest, but she raises one and sort of wiggles her fingers by, and she starts talking to her friend again, but like quite quietly. It's like
I walk into this room and I see the person like, "Oh, hi."
he's stunned that someone's just walked into the room. Like he was fumbling with things under the counter. And he just looks over and he just goes, "Hi, hi."
Hi. I was told you could get massage. Thank
Sure, of course. Just get yourself ready and lay on the table, and it will be 1 silver piece.
Okay. I go in my bag and like, "Here you go," and hand him a silver piece.
He takes it and he puts it in a little pouch on him, and then he starts fumbling under what looks like a quite stony table.
They get ready and I was like, "Do I lie on the table then?"
Yes, and he brings out some little vials and bottles and puts them on the table, and he looks at you and he smells you and he goes, perhaps a bath first,
Okay.
madam,
I'll go
because you've been on the ship for quite some time."
Okay, I'll have a bath and I'll start licking myself.
And he goes, perhaps the one outside would be more
Oh.
sufficient.
The ones with the water.
Yes. And he's
Okay.
quite a young man, so he's probably 20 or so.
Save
He
my
seems
space.
a bit very bewildered by you, but quite keen for you to have a bath.
Okay, save my space then. And I went out and I just jump in the bath.
Okay, so
Splashing everyone.
cool. Also, how are you dressed? Because I told you to get ready for a massage.
She's kind of dressed in just kind of like her underwear right now.
So similar to the women that were in the
Yeah.
table. So she just assumed that. Cool. I just wanted to know how
Yeah.
just get ready came across.
So I've kind of stripped my underwear and I've just jumped into the bathroom.
Cool.
Just
You
everyone.
splash everybody around you. All right. Arthur White, I'm going to put you back there. Now, you get the same thing. You get a reaction of a really surprised woman. She's like, hello? Can I help you?
I play the lute like aggressively.
Make a performance check.
A 15.
So what is your intention with playing the flute?
To distract her.
To distract her? For what purpose?
As I do an investigation in this room. Because meanwhile, while
do a deception then.
While she was talking, I went around the building and I noticed something. I noticed something weird about this building. I'm gonna cast a message to Neva to say that this room appears bigger on the outside than on the inside.
Okay, but I want you. So you did a deception. Yeah. She is absolutely bewildered, and she thinks you're just here to play the flute, and she's like, no, out with you, and she ushers you out of the room. She's pushing you out of the room. Yeah. She just thinks like none of your type here. No, this is a respectable establishment, and she's forcing you out of that room. She's like, no, out, and she's shooing you out of the building. Yeah, she is like, you've just walked into her massage parlor.
I want a massage.
And played the flute aggressively.
Yes.
And she is like, no. She's having none of it. You played fairly well, but she can tell that's not what you're intending. So she is very annoyed at you. She's angry at you. She's like, get out.
Can I roll insight as to why she's worried or annoyed?
Yeah. Pretty sure 19. I just gave you that insight. She is pissed that she thinks that you have come in here to make money, and she wants you out of this building. She is like, no, this is a reputable place. You will not bring your kind in here. And she's just shooing you out the door. So I'm going to say you're going to take another 5 feet back for that. And she's adamant you're leaving.
I'll give her a copper piece, and I'll go here and get ready to take a bath.
Okay, she follows you and she's watching you, and she goes, I don't even know what I to say to you. She's sternly angry with you, and she's like, you will not play that flute again in here. You will not bother anybody. And she looks at the other person in the bath and she goes, if he starts bothering you, you will let me know. And she storms off. She's very angry, and you can hear the door.
No. I look at while she's next to me. I look at her, but like I'm not playing the lute, but I have it very near my mouth. As I ask someone to please, please check the room while she's distracted.
She points her finger at you very sternly, and she's like, "Do not." And she storms off, and she slams the door behind her.
By the way, when I left the guy's thing, I took my clothes and dropped them on the floor next to the bath as I ran in.
Okay.
I took them with me. I was not leaving them in the room, just so I'd let you know. Yeah, and did Arthur White jump in?
Yeah, I said I was getting my stuff off while he
so Arthur White did say he was getting changed before he jumped in.
Like, I just kind of quickly dropped everything.
Yeah. He sort of like one hit wonder, just went and it all fell off. Sort of pulled. He pulled one string on his chest, and it all came off.
The power of a bard.
Yes.
I was just envisioning a
As he
guy
did
barging
it,
into a room.
there's like a little jingle as it does it, and it all goes. It's all on the
No, I
floor.
was just envisioning this guy barging into a room, playing the flute, getting pushed out, and then just jumping into a bath of water fully clothed. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Like looking at her with like the loot near my mouth. Like, I might do it. I might do it.
So, am I bathed enough yet?
Let's go around. What is everyone else?
I want to make an investigation check in the bath.
Go for it. Which one are you investigating?
The one that Persephone's in right now.
Okay, go for an investigation.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
I'm
you
distracted.
just see lots of white bubbles, a lot of steam coming from it, and you just see lots of splashing because she's going up and down in this. She can't swim, but she's just kicking herself off the wall to each side.
La 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 la.
Can I just walk to the door and knock on it?
You knock on the door, but she's just like, oh, fuck's sake. This is all you're hearing through the door. Damn people. And she opens the door and she goes, yes. And she sees you and she changes her tone and she goes, may I help?
I'm just gonna walk forward, so like try to intimidate her with a very pissed off look in my face, and just
Do an
walk-
intimidation.
and
Just
just
do it,
walk
do it.
slowly on her
Yeah.
to her and try to close the door behind me.
Cool, do an intimidation.
Oh damn it! 14.
14. She's not having any of it. She's
Oh,
already worked
come
up.
on.
She is pissed off. She just goes, no, and pushes you back and shuts the door. No.
Fucking 7
She,
feet tall.
right, so you can do an insight check for me.
Inside, okay.
See why she was pissed off.
Damn it.
She got nerves of steel.
12. Damn.
She's in the city of blood. What do you expect? She's round murderers all the time. So you don't quite understand why she was pissed off at you. But you did just aggressively walk towards a woman and try and force her into a room.
I need
So-
bugs.
She was like, nope, and just shut the door. And behind the door with that insight check, you can hear her go, for fuck's sake, every fucking day, just another one of these fucking men.
Damn.
I'll go get dressed and I'm gonna go look for bugs.
Have I finished bathing yet?
Yes, I'll say you're finished.
I get up, grab my things, and think, look at this door, and then look at the other one, and think, and just walk over to this door,
Okay.
and then knock on the door.
Someone comes along and you can hear behind the door just a... She gets herself mentally ready for the next person. And she opens the door and sees you and says, oh, hello. She sees that you're holding a bundle of clothes.
Hi,
And-
can I have a massage?
Well, of course, my dear. Come in. She walks around the table. The door just automatically closes behind you. And she just you just set your clothes down over there, and she gets a couple of bottles out. She goes, just 1 silver piece, my dear.
Here you go. And I give a silver and I get on the table. I didn't pay for the bath, so I counted the other one as the bath payment.
Yeah, so it was 1 copper piece, but he's still expecting you, so...
I'll have 2 massages, it's great.
She pulls out some little vials and different like sizes, shapes, colours, and they're all just sat on slightly on the side, so they're on the same table as you are.
Oh, where's the girl gone, by the way?
The girl, you have just overlaid her, that's all.
No, I meant the spy girl.
Oh, she's just been stood in the area, like slightly hiding in shadows and stuff, just
As
observing everything that's going on.
As I went into this room, can I have said to her to take my space with the other guy and tell them that the cat girl sent you there?
Yeah, sure. She goes in and she starts talking to him. Cool. She just starts pouring little bottles into her hand and then starts massaging your skin, and you can feel that it's an oil or some sort to help with the massage. Gives
Ash does that,
you
my
sort of
tail
like a
kind of-
tingly sensation.
My tail's gonna kind of shiver.
Are you on your front or your back?
I'm on my front.
Okay, so yeah, that it shivers, but like brushes up against her, and she goes, "Oh, yeah," and she continues to massage you, and
I want to knock on the door.
she just shouts occupied. She says, "It's occupied."
Alright, I want to barge in and charm her. Use charm person.
The door is locked.
You're not getting in here.
Yeah.
Ah.
So she hears the banging on the door, and she goes, "Don't worry, my dear. He won't get in here," and continues to cat purr your back.
By the way, I want to find the bug.
Okay, you can do an investigation check on the bushes.
I just find elephants.
This bush is just void of life. There is nothing that you can see in it.
Damn it. I go on to the next bush.
And she continues to massage you, and she goes, "See, I told you he wouldn't get in here." As she hears that someone's walked away from the door.
And I just kind of relax. And kind of drift off a little bit.
She's massaging you, and then she changes up the oil she's using, and then you can feel this. You can smell this one. It's very fragrant. It's very like she's putting like a sort of incense on you and stuff.
Does the door have a keyhole?
No.
You're gonna spy? You're gonna try and spy on me?
No,
No, it doesn't.
Because she sounds like she's the boss of the place. It's gonna charm person here and ask for information.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
didn't
I'm in
see
there.
a keyhole, but you did hear when the door shut something sort of slide down. So it's as if some sort of thing went across the back of the door to keep it closed.
She ain't having no shit.
So, it's definitely been over an hour since you first left. So it's been quite a while. You've had a bath, you've had a massage. She's come into the end of your massage, and she gives you a couple more like incense, and then so you smell slightly different in different parts of your body as she's done it. So she goes, "There you go, my dear," and she sort of wipes off any excess with like a nice soft silky towel and puts it away and puts all the
Okay.
bottles back underneath.
Well, my character, she's like, huh? Oh, sorry, I think I drifted off a little bit then. That was
I think
really
you did as
nice.
well, my dear.
That was lovely.
Well,
Thank you.
it's a pleasant difference to my normal clientele.
Who are your normal clientele?
Belligerent people, my dear.
That's not good.
No, not at all. They always seem to force their way in here and have to get rid of many people.
I did see you had trouble with that bard outside.
I know, and the way he disrobed. Ugh.
It was crazy. Just one poof gun.
I know. Ugh. Terrible. And she shudders slightly and closes her eyes. Ugh.
I guess you don't like bards that much.
Well, as I say, I see what many people have below their robes, my dear, and not many of them are very impressive.
That's
And then she helps you up off the table and to your feet and assists you in clothing.
thank you.
She's walking through walls, so she's giving you like some help tying all the little bows and stuff. And she's given you a few of her own like extra flamboyant ones, and put
Ooh,
some
pretty.
put some little flowers and such on your hair.
I say thank you. These are pretty.
And she goes, "You're most welcome, my dear. You'll come back whenever you're ready."
I will. I definitely will. Thank you.
She just goes, We'll be closing quite soon, so if you have anybody that's with you, just tell them that they should also get ready to leave."
I think that my friend went and got a massage in the other room.
Okay, well, she should be done around the same time, so she should be finishing up now.
Okay, thank you. And I walk out.
So, and you hear the door close and like the little shutter go back down.
By the way, I'm full in on this bush looking for some bugs.
Go on and investigate that bush.
It'll be 1 again. No, 14.
14, you don't find anything.
Aw.
I'm still looking for any hidden switches.
Cool. Nobody's finding any switches at the moment.
I rolled.
Where are you looking? Yeah, you're looking at this bench for this pool. Yeah, you get the same signal. There's nothing on that.
Turn to the other and said, the woman says she's closing soon.
And Tarina walks out and she walks up to you, and she just goes and sort of places her hand out in front of her.
I pass her 1 gold.
Cool. And she just smiles kindly and places it in and leans against the wall.
I
And
say
you
to
see
her-
patrons have got changed and they are on their way out.
And I say to her, I owe you another piece of information, right? Let's see. My mother was human.
Oh. Well, that's a different one, isn't it? And she carries on leaning against the wall, but you can see that she sort of has something in her hands, but you can't tell quite what it is. But she sort of looks like she's writing things down. And then she goes, "Well,
Would
it's
this be
probably
classed
time
as a short
to
rest?
leave." Yes.
Well, guess what, buddies? Wild shape time.
No more beetles. Great, I found myself a bug.
She's come out and she goes, "Everybody, we are now closed. Can you all please leave?" And the gentleman comes out the other place. They're about roughly the same age, they're the early 20s and that, and she's encouraging you all to leave as well as he is. So she's going to step out of your way so you can all get past and leave. She's ushering you all out.
I'm gonna aggressively play the loot outside.
I just thank her.
And you're out in the front main gate, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Not
So,
be there.
Me and
Don't
the
go too
spy-
far because you'll end up
stay-
in places you shouldn't.
Me and the spy like that one of the last people, and I just turn to the both of them and say thank you.
Maru is still stood in the corner.
Mary, you
Yeah.
hearing?
He's doing a stealth check.
You can do a stealth check.
Yeah, let me try it.
Go on then. As she walked out the door, she might not have noticed you, so go for it.
Come up, for God's sake.
Oh yeah, no, she noticed you. She's watching you. So as well as the guy that came out from the other side is fully in line of sight of you.
I want to use wild shape and turn into a beetle and hide underneath the bench.
Give me a second. Yep, you succeed.
Hey.
Nobody's noticed you do that.
But I'm gonna wait for everyone to get out of the.
How long does your wild shape last for?
Read it now.
Yeah, you have a read of that. So
So I thank both of them, and I thank him for massaging my friend, and I thank her for massaging me.
okay, you're most welcome, my dear. Any time. You were both a pleasure. And he smiles at Tarina, and she smiles at you, and they both like tell you to come back anytime and sort of want you to leave. You get the gesture that they want you to leave, and they both sternly look round at Maru's character.
It's fine, I'm moving. Don't look at me. Just
They're watching you the whole way, and Tarina leaves. Cool. And they go up and they lock the outer door. And then they go back into their respective areas and are doing stuff.
I don't think it matters until I want it to go away.
Yeah, most of them stay as long as you need them.
You retain the benefit of any features from class, race, or other sources, and you can use them in new form.
Cool.
I can't use dark vision unless I have it. My new form has it, which it does, so I can see in the dark.
I actually never described this area because you will dip it straight into things. So it's a 20-foot high pillared column building. Light steam, stained glass windows, patterned tiled floors. Yep. There you go.
Up it says here, I have an hour.
You have an hour, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So, she's just back and forth. She's tidying things and mopping stuff up and whatnot. She walks up to the door and this door has got some sort of like ways of seeing through, so it's like glass innated into it, but it's not a solid glass door. And she can see Tarina and Caius still at the door, and she opens the door slightly and goes, and you need to vacate the premises entirely, please. And she walks. She closes the door and walks away before you can say anything. And then she goes off into the other room.
I turn to them and was like,
I follow her.
We should probably get somewhere they can't see us.
So you follow her.
Yep.
Okay. Do a stealth check.
I'm a beetle. I don't think she'd
Yeah.
care.
Do a stealth check.
I'm sorry. I will do it.
You.
Sorry.
Uh.
I have advantage of being small.
Right. Yeah. Neither one of them notice you.
Ooh.
And you can hear, because you're so close to them. You're basically under this guy's feet. I'm gonna move you there so I can see everybody. She's like we're still in the courtyard. We need to get them out. And she leaves, and they both leave. And Arena is still following Katina.
I'm gonna jump in the bush.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide in the bush as well. And say, in the bush. Quick.
She's a spy. She's gone. Cool. And then they come out.
Do you want us to roll stealth?
Yes, everyone other than Tarina will do a stealth.
Yes.
That is on the inside foyer.
Oh,
That was
the first one, a
dex
critical
Is
failure.
that was a dex
Yeah,
save.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I
no,
didn't
hang
mean to do
on.
that.
I remember Chris has got really bad stealth because he's a big, fat, short man, isn't he?
That
So
was
I've got no
he's-
proficiency.
Chris
Wait,
is
did you
hit.
not roll stealth?
Yeah, he rolled dex save.
Oh, you've done a dex
Yeah, you did the
save.
wrong one. You did
Damn
a
it.
stealth check.
Right,
Oh.
I'll take the 0. Give me the 0, because it's going to be minus
No,
1
no,
d20
no.
anyway.
Just roll
do
stealth.
the roll. You've rolled the wrong one.
Oh, I have to do a normal. Yeah, because I've. Yeah.
Let's go for the 19.
Stealth for 13. I'm going to say. No, you failed. No. You have picked the wrong bush. This guy's come up to check the main door, and she stood overlooking him, and she can just see this bush like shuffle a little bit, and she comes over and she looks at the bush, and she looks down at you, and looks you dead in the eye, as you're in the smallest possible bush, and it's only up to your chest, and you're just looking at her, and she's like, please don't defecate in my bush. You need to leave.
Do you have a toilet?
She goes, not for you. Leave now. And she points the door, and the guy opens the door outwards so you can slip out.
Check the gifts and the chat. One is me, one is him.
Yep. It's just the feet at the top. That I should have gone with that. I will go with that next time. That was awesome. Yeah. So she was fully concerned that you were just a drunk man trying to shit in a bush.
I'll
So
take that as a distraction.
I mean, it's a dwarf. What do you expect?
yeah, she was really concerned that this is what you were doing. So she clearly had trouble in the past of this, and they both pulled the door, big heavy wooden door closed, and lock it, and then leave. So it has been locked with a big heavy wooden beam over a barrier.
Peer through the window while in the bush.
Okay. Do a
They're inside.
investigation. What do I want? Yeah, I want you to do an investigation to see what you can see. No, perception. Sorry, perception. And Neva, you can do whatever you want.
Can we
You're
run back?
inside. But what are you doing?
If you can open the door inside, I can open this one.
So you've done an investigation and a perception. Yes. So you can see that she's still cleaning up. She's just tidying the room up a little bit. Whoops, didn't mean to move you. What? Where's the guy gone? I've lost the guy. I've lost the. Oh, there he is. Hidden under the marker for the room. Alright. Yeah. So Neva, what are you doing?
I want to hide and wait until they open up the
Okay.
hidden passage.
Yeah. So he scurries off into his own room. Sorry, and she goes into her room. And
Can I
what
make an
does everyone
insight
want to do?
check?
So who's doing the inside check? Sorry,
Neva.
Neva, insight check on
I
which.
would like
on
to
what?
see which one seems to be the boss. I wouldn't know about the trap.
Oh, go on then. So everybody else is in the hustle and bustle of the streets at the moment, other than Maru's character, who's slightly in like an alleyway-ish, just at the entrance.
Yeah. I just
That's fine. You can see through that window just
yeah.
about.
one question.
Yeah.
How big is this window?
It's quite a tall window, but it's stained glass, so it's slightly it's not completely see-through, but it's you can see through it if you're up against it.
Can I use my?
You would see shadows walking past it, unless you were right up against it, then you'll see detail.
I
Can
can
I use-
imagine the woman coming out and seeing them outside the window. And just
Pervy man outside. She would be so angry. I'm telling you now, she would be so angry. So the insight check, you would say that the senior person would be the female, but only like slightly bossy. She's more like, oh, you haven't cleaned over there. Like, go back and do that.
Well, I like
She's
all
not
of it.
giving orders as such to the guy, but she is like, oh, you haven't finished wiping down your areas. So but they're both quite young. She's probably a year or so older than him, and perhaps that as an 18, perhaps that's why she's more bossy.
Sorry, but I need a pee.
Yeah, you could be. Maru, what do you want to do?
Can I try melt the top window with my 8th breath?
You want to melt one of the windows?
Yes, to
How
get
should
in.
we hear that?
Yes, you can. Again, might be heard. So, as this is also happening, this guy is in his room cleaning, and he knows someone's stood around outside, who just walked themselves away from the window. He
Yeah, because it's
also
a window.
he's also stands slightly near another window, the window, and he's more watching the shadow outside. He can't make any details out, but he does also know it's quite a short person, quite pudgy.
Can I start pissing up against the wall outside?
Are you allowed to piss against his window if you want?
So-
You can go.
Oh
So
yeah,
you-
I'm gonna go up to
that-
the window
that
and piss
was-
on it.
2
Too
seconds.
drunk.
So that was why you were in the bush after
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Maru.
I'm saying.
Alright, let's finish off with Maru. Maru, what were you doing? Sorry.
I wanted to melt the window to get in.
Okay. Do an attack roll, please. Let's see if
Okay.
you hit the
Oh, shit.
window.
What the fuck, Neva?
Attack roll
Sorry.
over strength, dex,
think-
or what?
Did they
No,
Right,
you're just trying to see if you hit it. So just roll a d20.
Just a d20, okay.
Yeah, just d20.
Oh, come on, please, my first good roll.
I haven't
please.
even got in here yet.
Oh, God, the 13.
It's a window, it's stationary. You hit it.
Oh, fuck.
Go for damage. Damage.
What kind?
What are you doing? You're doing like a fire damage, aren't you?
I just wanted to hold the window as much as possible and just use my breath to melt it. But
Yeah,
no,
so are you doing like a fire damage?
Yeah. Fire?
As in like a hot breath? Or are you doing a dragon's breath?
I wanted to use my dragon breath with acid. Acid?
Acid?
Acid, yes.
You want to use an acid damage on it? Yeah, go for it. What acid damage do you do?
2d6.
With the windows and doors and stuff.
Has this got stuff for windows and doors?
Yep.
Cool.
Closure to AC.
I was going to. I was looking at objects for that.
The problem is
windows and doors. Windows and doors.
they have an AC, but do doors and windows have a.
So you've definitely hit the door. So you're using an acid attack on it. I'm happy for you to do acid attack. It's going to sort of burn and melt the door. Wood, stone, steel, paper, ice glass. Oh, it does. An AC. Oh, you hit it. Yeah.
Oh damn.
And. Ooh. So what damage do you do?
So I just roll for Dragon Breath, 2d6.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 8.
The top of the window starts to melt down, and you've damaged the window quite significantly, and it sort of starts going as the gases are getting trapped in it, and from the acid and bursting back from it, and it's sort of the window's damaged from the top down, but it's not big enough for your character to get through.
Oh god.
But you did make a lot of noise, and this woman is like, what the fuck was that? She comes out, and she's gonna do a perception check. Oh, she sees absolutely nothing wrong. She looks round the room, and she can see all of the room, and she sees that nobody's here. She thought someone had got back in the building, and she's looking for a person, not for something out of place, and she just goes back in. And Neva, you can hear her clinking away at things and rustling stuff.
Is it suspicious?
No. She just sounds like she's clinking bottles together and stuff. So let's go to Katia. What are you doing? Oh wait, no, wrong. Sorry, we left off with someone trying to piss against the window. So he's seen you come right up to the window, and he's backed off a little bit. So, Chris, what are you doing?
Just gonna continue pretending that I'm pissing against the wall. Nothing too much. Just pretend I'm drunk. I'm just trying to observe for now.
Cool. He realizes you're just one hand on the window, and you've got your dick out, just pissing on his window, and he just bangs on the glass and goes, "Hey, not here. Go away."
Shit your hand through the window.
And you've moved away, and he just.
But
And he then goes, starts doing whatever he's doing. This woman, I'm gonna roll for a perception on her. Yeah, she's got her back to the window, and she's just clinking bottles, and then she's going to leave. She's going to do a perception check again. There's nothing wrong. She doesn't see any damage. He's going. She calls for the other guy. Jabus, and he comes out and he goes, yeah, and she goes, you ready? He says, yeah, and he notices nothing wrong with the room, and they both get ready to leave. Katina, oh, Tatiana, what do you want to do? You're muted if you didn't know.
Sorry. Yeah.
She's talking
So-
away to yourself.
Yeah. So I'm obviously because last time she did this, she was looking through the window, but she was still hidden in the bush because the window is right next to the bush. She sees that they're leaving and just stays in the bush
Okay.
because she doesn't want to get caught trying to do something.
Okay, you will need to roll for another perception. Not stealth, sorry. Oh, Neva, have you been following them the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay,
Leaving the room.
he's left the building.
You should
So-
stay in there in case they lock it.
I'd be trapped then, wouldn't I?
No, because you can then unlock it from the inside.
Yeah, so
It's
did you leave that building?
No. I'll wait.
I
I'm
could
going
unlock
to allow it.
I could unlock it from this side, and you can unlock it from that side.
I
Cool.
knew the red
So as they left that building, you notice they put a key in the door and lock the door, and they walk up the path. They see nothing wrong, and they go outside. But this time they're on the outside of a door that has a lock from the inside. So they put a key in the door and they lock that one. And then they disappear into the hustle and bustle of the city.
This is when I will come out of the bush and unlock the door.
Cool. How did you unlock the door?
From the inside.
This is a big wooden door, and you can see there's a keyhole on the door, quite a beefy key lock. And you push on the door, and it doesn't open. And you notice that there's no barricade to pull off. The wooden beam is leant against the wall.
I turn to my friend and say, "Yo, you can unlock those, right?"
Serena goes, maybe. You
Try.
can try.
But I was looking out this window. Did I notice that they left?
Probably
That's
not.
Arthur White, right?
Yeah, it does catch a little bit there.
You were stood at the other window, so
Oh,
her personal room at the time, so no. Actually, you can do an insight.
Because the thing is, the only way I can see
perception.
this window is if I'm holding my character, so it's actually like it only does sides.
Yeah,
And I was like holding
I'm
it in the middle.
going to say, do a perception,
Hold on.
because these are stained glass windows. They're not exactly
okay.
see-through.
Okay.
She did not unlock that door.
16.
She's fumbling with this big lock that's like built into this heavy door, and she's trying with these like rusty tools, and she's just like, and she gives up. Perception, yeah, you realise that the building now you can't see any movement on the inside. There's nobody inside it anymore.
Alright. I'm gonna use my rapier to strike at the window of her room.
I'm gonna turn to her and go like, I could try. I've never done it, but I could try.
Okay, so she's giving up, so she leaves them in the lock for you. But let's go over to Arthur White. Arthur White, take a swing at the window. Let's see if you can hit.
20.
20 to hit.
Yep. And 6 piercing damage.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. 6 piercing. Cool. And Cool. Yep. So you've cracked the window. So anybody else want to do anything? I'm just gonna give you all a turn. See what you're all doing.
I wanna dispel my wild shape.
Cool. Yep.
And I would like to search the bathhouse.
Cool. Do an investigation.
Okay.
This bathhouse is clean as a whistle. There is nothing out of place. Everything seems to be nice and pristine. The water is still steaming away. Yeah, so let's go over to Maru.
Yeah.
So you're stood in front of a damaged window.
Yeah, but not open yet. You know what? I just gonna swing my battle axe and piss the shit off it.
Yeah, go and then swing to hit.
I need to roll over. Oh, damn, I hate it with Hexablade. D20. Okay, never fucking
I'm
mind.
going to also say the reason it is closed is because it's becoming nighttime. It's getting very dark.
I missed the fucking window.
You have got this big battle axe, and you pull it back and you swing, but you're stood so close to the window you just catch the window frame, and you just strike into the wood of the frame, and you just sort of jam it in a little bit and pull it back, and you just see small splints come off. No damage to the window.
Fucking window. I'm so depressed now. What the fuck? God, this rolls today.
I need to do some reading while you. Right, and Chris, your action. So remember, you've got doors, you've got a slightly damaged window next to Maru. You can't see anybody else, but you know Tyrina and Katina are both on the other side of that wall, alone. And you don't know who's in the building, and you don't know where Arthur White's gone.
I'm going to try and tap on the window to get the attention of the others so they can open it from the inside. Is that possible?
Do this. Might be difficult. Right, sorry, Chris, what did you want to do? You want to...
I was going to move around to this window and tap on it to get them to open it from the inside if possible.
You can see that this is just a sheet window.
Sheer
There doesn't seem to be anything to open or adjust it. It's just a really thick stained glass window. But Maru's one you've still got access to. You know it's damaged.
Yeah, I'll go and up to that window then and just punch it.
Unarmed.
With my plate fist, yeah. If it's a damaged window, it can't have much health.
So, let me describe the damage to the window. So, he's done an acid attack on the window, and there's pitted holes at the top of it, but nothing down low.
Okay, I'll take a swing with my warhammer at it then. Screw it.
Yeah, probably.
At this point, I wanted to try and be subtle. I can't.
I did the wrong thing for her, didn't I? Yeah, so I just realised Tarina's attempt at picking the lock was not a sleight of hand. It should have been.
Cool.
Different radios. Yeah, so
I'll roll to hit, yeah.
Roll to hit. Don't hit the door.
Not one.
That one, yeah.
So, I'm gonna say you both swung at the same time at the same window. That's what caused his axe to get wedged in the door, in the window frame, and yours collided with it, and you just bashed it in further a little bit, and you've just shattered like bits of wood off the door frame, but the window frame, sorry, and no damage to the window has occurred. Yeah, so you made him hit the thing, and you just hammered it in a bit.
I
You
could
both
No,
open the door.
right. So let's go back to Neva. You've changed your form, haven't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hello,
What are
Mornazes.
you doing?
I want to open the front door. From the inside.
Oh, god damn it.
It's locked with a key.
It is locked with a key.
It's not a hand pick to unlock it. If you have lockpicks.
I don't know, let me check the inventory.
You don't have any.
No, I don't.
You should be dead already, but I'm not going to kill you just yet.
What do you
Wait,
mean I
what?
should be dead already? What?
It's pitch black in this room.
Oh shit.
The sun has gone down.
You should make
I
him
like-
one of Detects.
I wanna light a torch.
Dex checks.
I light a torch.
You light a torch. Have you got night vision?
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, so you should not be seeing anything. But because I haven't fixed the lighting problems, you should see nothing.
You can turn off the vision.
I could turn off the vision.
If you actually click on the character and then
Yeah.
turn it so that he doesn't
Oh,
have
I'm in the
any
box.
dark vision, just has like normal vision.
I'm
you
going
like
to give
shit.
you 5 feet of vision. Who hasn't got night vision?
I don't.
I have it.
You have
I
it.
don't. Arthur
I
doesn't.
don't. Arthur White doesn't. Right, you're down to 5 feet unless you use a torch. Who lights a torch? You've lit a torch, so how much light does a torch give?
Usually 10 to 20 feet. Sometimes
20.
60. Depending on how good the torch is.
Candle, a lantern, torch, 20 feet.
Yeah, 20 feet, then extra 20 feet for dim light.
Right, it's pitch black in there, so you get 20 feet. Arthur White, you're gonna have 10 feet because you're getting light through the window. Who else hasn't got night vision?
What you should do is instead of giving them any vision, you should have it so they actually make light. So that they are emanating light, so that anyone near them can also see.
Vision.
There's a bit below that
Oh.
says dim light and light and like stuff like that, and it makes them emanate light.
Low light. No, bright light.
Yeah.
20 feet. No night vision. Cool. Can Neva, can you see?
Yes, I can.
Arthur White, can you see?
Yeah, I can see normally.
You can see normally.
Yes.
Where's Maru's gone?
Because you're outside
I'm not.
an area. You should be able to see it all actually, because it should be quite black.
Wait, where is Maru's character gone?
Maru has doubled up. Right.
I'm on the left and tried to break window and missed it.
Yeah. Right.
The window
Is that
dodged.
everybody's vision?
Mhm.
Dark vision cat. No. Chloe. Not here, but she does. Has dark vision. Okay. No.
I do.
Ooh, Maru, you do not have night vision.
Nah, sadly not.
Cool. You might be able to see through the window. I don't know. Because you're getting light from Neva. Cool. Sorry, Neva lit a torch. You've investigated. Right. Katina.
I rolled a 23 for slap hand.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you bust open that main door. That door just, as soon as she's left the tools in the lock, and you've just gripped them and just twisted, and it's just popped open. So
I
she did
turned-
all the work, and you just went.
Yeah. I turned to her and was like, you pretty much finished it for her. You just needed one more try. See, don't
She's
give up too early.
She steps away and she's like, and then you do it, and then she's like, huh? well done, well done. And she pushes the door open, and you see not so many people outside, but you see some torches and that, and people walking around.
I tell her to stay inside, keep the door closed. I will knock 3 times when I come back.
Cool, and she opens the door gently for you to go out, and
Slip out.
pulls the doors closed.
And I walk just down here a little bit, and I look around and see if I can see the others.
You will see the other 2 in their alley because you've got dark vision.
Okay. I say, guys, quick, follow me. Where's the other ones?
Do you want us to roll anything to get out the jam we're in where our hammer and axe are stuck in the window?
No, you because you've hit his axe, you've bust it free. So you just damaged the window frame, you didn't damage the window.
Oh, guys, where's Arthur
Damn.
White? Where's Arthur? Any of you guys seen him?
No idea.
I swing at the window again.
Do perception checks.
I mean, I'm just doing it.
I just want to know if they're going to hear you bashing at another window.
I mean, she got a nat 20.
Nat 20!
Wow, I got a 5 to hit.
You can hear that Arthur White is, well, not that it's Arthur White, but someone is banging on the building you're stood next to.
I head over here and find him, and I'm like, oi! Come on!
I'm like, I gotta get in.
I got the door open, come, quick!
Yeah, but like, how about this door?
They're gonna notice when there's things broken and broken into. This is a way that no one's gonna notice.
I say
Come.
fine and I go.
And I head back and go back to the front door and I knock on it 3 times.
Taina opens the door just a small amount, sees you and opens it wide for you all. Maru, are you going to move yourself?
Where?
I just...
So my English is just...
Yeah.
I'm grabbing everyone, I just
teleport you.
level along.
Yeah.
I pull
Okay,
everyone
okay.
along. And then I go over to the other door and...
Oh, Maru's got no vision. So, Maru, you could light a torch if you do so much.
Yeah,
I just grabbed him and brought him along.
Yeah, so you're getting
Tarina.
towed in the darkness. But I'm going to give you bright light of 20 feet.
And I grab Tarina as well and bring her over to the other door.
Yeah, she will follow you wherever you go. So if I haven't moved her, she is still with you.
And I say to her, do you think you could open this one?
She goes, okay. Excuse me.
I say, Arthur. It's good, Arthur. Thank you.
I go look for bugs.
And she's going to do that. Oh yeah, she busts that door wide open.
And I just give her a big hug, like, you did it!
Cool. Give me 2 seconds. I need to do something. Alright, you can all enter the building.
Walk in.
Upon,
Holy shit!
upon entering, that nobody seemed to have noticed was because it was so dark for him with his torch while he was wandering around. There is 3 people stood by pools. Each seem just to be guarding each pool. They seem to be human of thoughts, but are quite shrouded and quite dark figured. And I accidentally closed the wrong fucking tab.
Did they see us as we walked in?
Yes, unfortunately they did. So everyone roll for initiative.
7. That didn't actually put it on the treasure.
What
we go,
the
that
fuck
actually
was
put it
this
on the
roll?
13. Yeah. At 10. Roll.
Make sure you click on the character when you're rolling for them, otherwise it disappears.
Yeah,
Add it.
I forgot to do that.
Oh god, I get so unlucky. I fucking hate it.
We need to add you, Mary. No, when you roll in, make sure to have clicked on your character, otherwise it doesn't actually put it on the turn tracker.
What do you mean click on my character?
So you can
your
click on
token.
yourself,
Yeah.
and then
roll.
it'll put it on the turn tracker.
Ah, so I must
But
first.
I can put that 7 on. It's fine.
Okay.
You-
So
No, I
in
know.
future you can click yourself.
Yeah, you have to have clicked yourself first, otherwise it doesn't actually go on.
7.
Didn't know that.
Ah.
Sorry.
Cool.
Just so I know which order they're in. Is that everybody on that tracker? Arthur White. I need you.
So you
Have
need
you-
to order it now.
Arthur White's not on there, so it needs to put 10. And then she needs a turn as well. Roll for her. She agreed to help you. Right. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Cool. Damn it, why is the season? Well, that still means I get it in the right order. my alphabetical order didn't work. Cool, so the big angry
You
dwarf
can
gets to go
drag
first.
them and move them, by the way, if you want to change.
Yeah, I will change that actually because it does bug me.
So I'm gonna run across down here, drawing my warhammer and my shield as I run. And
Which way are
take
you
a
running?
hit.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Sorry, I was moving
Yeah,
my
no.
character. I was trying to take a hit with the warhammer straight at this first person right in front of me.
Cool. Swing to hit.
That's a one-handed hit.
Well, I've just got a lot of things open on my screen at the moment because there's so much going on.
Rolled a nat 20. Plus
You rolled
5.
a nat 20 plus 5.
Hell yeah.
And next. So is that 10 damage?
No, it's 20 because it doubles up since it's a nat 20.
Doubles up, you know.
You just get really angry and you sprint
Yeah.
towards us and you swing at her. How do you want to do this? She's dead.
I hit them so hard in the top of their head with the hammer that their head just goes straight into the top of their chest, breaking their neck on the way down.
Cool. I am going to quickly do something. Boom. Dead.
Just if that was lame, that's the first time I've ever had to do that.
1 second.
And I forgot, I started here.
So you've
Roll
done.
20's not working.
You've
Well, there.
moved
So,
15 feet.
Yeah, so I'm just going to move across one here. Hopefully blocking this guy unless they have to go through the water.
Cool. Katina. Whoa. I'm gonna say that was rough terrain because you ran through a pool of water, so you've lost what 5 feet of movement for doing that. You might as well have just gone through it. You are quiet as well if you're talking. Your mic is off.
Okay, sorry. So I've gone 25 around here. On the way, I'm gonna shift. I don't turn into an actual cat. I just become more cat-like.
Because your claws get bigger and stuff.
Yeah, my claws get bigger. I start having more of a cat-looking face, and I get fur and
Oh, nice.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because of me shifting, I get an additional 5 temporary hit points. And I also have other benefits, which mean that if any creature is within 5 feet of me, I can move an extra 10 feet to get away from them without getting an opportunity attack. Is part of my thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm just doing it for safety. Then, so that was a bonus action to do that. I'm then going to use my action to grab my great axe and swing it down on them as I'm pulling it out, kind of thing. So it kind of, I grab it from behind and just kind of swing it round, hitting them.
Cool, go for it.
If I can hit them. 21 to hit.
Just bring that back up. I'm pretty sure you hit. You hit. You nail it.
14 damage.
Ooh, go on then. Tell us how you want to do it.
I just grab my great axe and just kind of grab it from the side and I just kind of swing it sideways, cutting him in two.
What, like, as in from the gut or from the head down?
No, as in Darth Maul cut in two.
So,
and he just falls in the pool.
Cool, yeah, so just blood red just starts filling the pool and guts and
yeah.
all just sort of drifting away from the body. And that one is now here because you've pushed him into the pool and is dead.
Nice.
Cool. A. And that one doesn't get
And
that one doesn't
I'm
get
just gonna
a
say I end it with a meow.
Awesome. Right, so this one is going to take a swing at the... Oh, hang on, let me see what he can actually do. What is his abilities?
You can hit the dwarf.
He can hit the dwarf, but I just...
I can see something slightly red poking through the wall here. That's going to be interesting.
Ooh. So you used bludgeoning damage, didn't you? And you used what type of damage?
I use slashing.
Slashing. Okay, cool. Because I've just read what they can do. Just want to see if one would pop up alive again.
If they do, I can move out the way.
I just want to make sure I'm getting the characters right. Because they died quick.
Yeah, it did.
Cool, and then they're going to take a multi-attack because this one's just going to pull 2 daggers out from like its cloak. It's just going to pull its arms out and 2 daggers are in its arms or on its hands, and it's going to take 2 swings at you. So I'm going to write 2d20s. A 9 and a 13, and you have a DC of 18. So as they do this, they stab you with both the daggers, but they just clink into your chest plate and just like ping right off. Cool. Then this one's gonna go. What's its movement speed? Gonna just get all like realize that you're really tough and go. I'm gonna say that's rough terrain. So
can I use my reaction on it moving out of my reach?
ooh, you can, yeah.
So that's 1 attack to hit. Let me just get my... So...
Jesus.
One-handed. That's a 15 plus 5. 20. 11 damage one-handed.
You hit it and you do 20 damage.
20 to hit and 11 damage.
Okay, cool. Describe how this one does. So he runs and he goes into the pool.
As he runs away, I just swing my Warhammer one-handed straight into his midsection, which lifts up, shattering all of his ribs on his left side, causing him to collapse in a complete heap of broken bones.
So he moves forward and you collide into his gut, and he just sort of absolutely just goes and just hits the side of the pool and then just slumps into the pool, and you can see just blood sort of filling the pool again. Not as much blood, so it's just like as if he's got wounds now just dribbling into the pool, and he dies. He shouldn't have moved. When he hit you, he got so scared and he just went, fuck this, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. And he died in the pool.
Now there's 2 red pools.
Yeah. All that cleaning they did, and there's just blood everywhere. Arthur White.
Are we still in initiative?
Yes.
If you hadn't noticed, if you look at the wall over here, there's something.
I was trying not to point it out.
Also, if you look on the turn order, there's something on the turn order. And he rolled really poorly, so he gets to go last.
Which is I'm guessing the thing in that room.
Yeah, it will be.
It's as bad as I did.
Remember, this door is also blocked by Neva.
Neva's in the way.
Until Neva takes their turn, you can't.
I'm gonna play the lute.
Inspiration. You get an inspiration die.
I'm just gonna sit down
Just
like
because you went, fuck it, I'll play the flute.
like there's nothing to do. I'll just sit down and play the lute.
You could give someone inspiration.
You can have inspiration die for that.
Right, thank you. That's
Just
my
because you
turn.
went, oh fuck this, I'm playing this. Cool. Irina, she is gonna just go and bar the inner door so nobody else can get in or out. And that's all her turn. So, Baru.
Got nothing to do.
There's nothing to do because you think you just need to go into that room and fight that guy.
Yes.
Which is true.
I just gonna move in the corner here and use my I don't know. I just use my action to prepare for attack.
Okay, so you're ready in action, that's cool. And Neva.
I want to walk into the through the room.
Cool. Now, does he get a reaction for entering combat? Because you've moved into it. Or does that not count? No, it's still your turn. No, it's only if you move away.
Seeing this guy, I would like to use a spell. Charm person. It's a wisdom throw for DC 12.
He needs to roll a
Well, wisdom.
12 wisdom. Yeah, he's charmed by you.
Okay. Now he will not attack anyone unless he's attacked.
No, he won't attack you.
Well, everyone's inside, so he doesn't know. I want to interrogate him. Talk to him and ask what's happening here.
He just sort of grumbles away. So this is quite a weird old man. He just starts grumbling at you. He's not really telling you anything. He's just sort of just stay safe.
Safe from what?
You silly boy. And he pokes you with his stick. And then he carries on mumbling and grumbling.
So what are you protected?
I'm gonna say you get one more question before other people get a turn. Because he needs to try and do something. Cool. What was your question?
What are you protected?
The building. What, this place. You silly boy, and pokes you again. And it carries on mumbling. This is very twitchy. So I'm going to say that's the end of your turn. So what does he need to roll to get out of a charm person? He gets something at the end.
Probably a wisdom save again.
Should say a wisdom save again.
End of his turn. So it will be probably. And what does it need to get out?
12.
12. He's rolled a 17. He's just realised that you, the boy that's just come in here and waved your hand at him. He thought you were someone that you weren't, and he's just gone, ah, silly boy, pokes you with his stick again, and because his action was at the end of his turn, that is the end of his turn.
Just bugger.
And everyone can move, but Neva is still blocking that doorway.
Everyone can move? What?
So you could, right, it's everybody's turn to do something.
God damn it,
So,
Neva.
Katina, Chris, your turn.
Can I like just find an opening like where I can see the old man, or is the door just straight up?
So
locked?
the door's shut, so Neva's gone in and the door's shut.
Wait, where was Alpha White beforehand? Does Alpha White move?
So I was right here.
Chris, it's your turn again. You
Okay.
you can move.
I'm going to move up to the doors. That's 1, 2, 4. That's enough of the 5. There's
Yeah.
movement there.
Well,
I thought.
there's nothing you can do. It's just closed door, and you know Neva's on the other side of it.
Yeah, so I'm going to attack the door.
You want to break down the door. Go
Yeah,
for it.
just in case. So roll to hit. Sorry.
Just get up that guy.
D&D Beyond's gone a bit crazy. Why won't it let me take action? I do apologise. Right. To hit. Natural 13 with +5 modifier. And 7 one-handed damage.
15 is a hit. You do 7 damage. Can you do a acrobatics or athletics check for me, please?
Acrobatics.
Cool. You've just been hit in the head with the door as he bashes it. The door just swings, but you're behind it. Just hits you with the thing, and you don't move out the way. You just take that. I'm not going to say you take damage for it though. And you did 7 damage. Cool. And anything else? You want to move again?
I can't move through neither, can I?
No. He's blocking the door.
so-
He's directly behind this door.
Just fucking shove the door with them there.
He's taking his action, but yeah.
Yeah.
So on to Katina.
Okay. So, is that door closed still?
Yep. The door is closed, and now you've got 2 people blocking the way in as well.
Let's see. These walls
Am I-
are stone, right?
The walls are thick, heavy stone. As you look at them, you don't find a way to break through the wall.
I go over here and I say, "Wait, move it so we can get the bloody hell in the room so we can find out what the hell's going on."
You should be able to move around me, shouldn't you? Because I'm a dwarf. And
Yeah,
you're
but you're in the
gone
room.
into a larger form.
It's not just you. It's another person
Right.
and a door.
Okay. So Neva needs to move. as well.
And I reach over you and just kind of knock on the door. Neva, fuck off out the way of the door.
All these actions are happening very simultaneously. Remember that. It's not just
Yeah,
you haven't had long enough to move yet. It's only been a couple of seconds.
yeah. That's why I'm basically seeing all
Yeah,
that
yeah. I just
at the
think
same
it-
time. So I'm telling hit both to move, and I'm knocking on the door and just telling
Yeah,
them both to move.
as he's bashing on the door, hitting Neva, you're just like, get out the way! I think he got the message when he got hit in the head with it, but yeah. Arthur White, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep playing the lute. Let them open the door.
Go. She is going to continue to hold the door, even though her name is Bandit.
He's holding.
I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, everyone's going to hold directions. Cool. Neva, your turn. mumbly, grumbly man in front of you poking you with a small stick.
I'll move outside of the door.
You can't go out the door. You go outside the door and you hit someone on the other side of the door.
I can move in mid-space.
You move into mid-space. Do you take an action?
Yeah, I'm gonna use poison spray.
Cool. Have you got to reach for it now that you've moved?
Yeah, it's 10 foot.
Cool.
It's a constitution of 12.
Constitution. Yeah, he succeeds that. So you spray him, but he's like, he just sort of lifts his cloak up and covers his face, and it just wafts over him. And he points his stick at you. Goes, silly boy.
Did you part again?
And now he's going to take his turn. What action? Ooh, what can he do? I didn't actually look at this.
I can even hear you said that with a smile. That's good.
Yeah, it doesn't do that. Doesn't do a lot. Maybe as a group they would be okay. So he. What is your DC?
My DC.
13. It hit.
Yeah.
And you take 8 points of damage.
Is it? Because you've rolled 8.
Yeah, but he gets a +5.
Oh. God, how much health?
8.
Yeah.
13 health left.
Yeah.
And he. How much damage can you do, Neva?
What do you mean? How much I can take, or how much damage I do with this?
How much damage can you deal? I want to know if you can kill him by yourself.
1d6.
Alright, he doesn't move.
How long has it been since I shifted, since we all came in the room?
About 12 seconds?
Okay. Because I can only shift for a minute.
Okay, yeah, you've got like 7, 8 turns left.
Yeah, just checking.
Cool, so the dwarf. Your action. The old man finishes his turn by like doing that. He did a ranged attack, sorry, I didn't even describe what he did. He did a ranged attack and he shot something at you and you take necrotic damage. 8 points of necrotic damage. And then he just sort of, his hair's like covering his face, but you can see a smile between it and he goes, ah, silly boy.
That was 8 points and never, right?
Necrotic damage, he did.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move through open the door now, and that is finally free. Correct.
Yep.
Cool.
As
so I'm going to move into
you do, the door swings inwards and it hits Neva again.
this fucking door. This is the real boss of the room.
None of you have destroyed any windows or doors.
Do you want him to roll for anything at all? Or? Nah.
For you to go into the room, no, you just go straight
Yeah.
in the room, and I'm not going to make him take damage for getting hit by a door. He just gets hit by a door.
Cool, so I'm going to move across the room behind the old man so that other people can get in the door.
Cool.
And then I'm going to whack him again with my warhammer. Do I know best?
Cool. Neva, you moved away and I forgot. You should have taken extra damage because he should have got an attack on you. But I'm not going to make that happen. But that was
The door got in the way.
yeah, so he was going to move as you hit, but he fired it and the door opened, so you got hit and then hit by a door immediately after. So he couldn't get an extra attack in.
And then I'm going to use action surge because I've just taken that hit. That hasn't hit, I assume. It's a 5 with a +5 modifier to hit.
2 hits, you did not hit. No.
Right, so I'm going to take another hit at him using Action Surge. And that doesn't hit either.
Is that an 8?
That's an 8, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Cool.
I assume it's the top number, yeah, that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't hit. He's like really quite juttery, and every time you go to swing, he sort of jutters, and you just sort of like swing and past his jutters, so you just sort of twitched past you. Cool. Captina.
Okay. There's a space in there. I'm gonna come in,
Yep, space and room.
and I'm gonna use my bonus action to use Crimson Right. I'm also gonna be jumping on the table thing, so that leaves
Cool.
space for people.
Yeah, you can just move straight into that space there, and just hit
Yeah.
from the angle.
So I'm gonna use Crimson Right on him, which will mark him. I am then gonna whack him with my great axe with using my lightning right. So my great axe starts sparking with lightning. What's a hit? What the fuck? I got a nat 1.
So you
Okay.
jumped up on the table, and you swung at the same time, but you didn't realise that you were a lot taller now that you were on the table, and you just
straight over him.
swung straight over the table, and then you were just like, and you looked down at him, and you're like, oh.
Okay.
that was your innocence.
I'm guessing even though I'm sparking lightning everywhere, even that didn't hit him.
Does it do that?
I'm
I don't know what it
trying to
does.
see. I'm gonna actually imbue a weapon to strike for 1d4 extra damage if you shoot that one.
Assume it's not radio, I'm assuming it's on hit.
Yeah, I think it's on here. It doesn't actually say. It's one of those.
Does it give you a plus to your damage?
This is additional, yeah. So
Yeah, so it's just in addition to when you hit,
yeah.
you'll get
So
addition.
I don't do any. I just kind of jump on this table, try to hit and fail
Yeah.
massively.
Cool.
I didn't mean to do that.
That's your turn wasted. Arthur
That's your
White.
That's your roll for next
There
turn.
there is one more space in that room.
There's 2 more spaces if you move out the way of the
Yeah, if you
door.
I was
Yeah.
just trying to read my spear and I fucking rolled it.
Yeah, but like if I move past him, I'm gonna get a reaction on me.
No, yeah, if you move past him, that's correct. But you can move into the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna come here and
Oh, wait. Technically, because of how my
wait.
shift works, I could have moved 1 space back. Because
Yeah, if you want to.
I have to move 10. Basically, if anything's within 5 feet of me, an enemy, I can move 10 feet away.
Yeah.
So Arthur White, you could move further into the room by 1 step. And,
Yeah, I'm gonna see
you'll be
here.
able
I'm
to
gonna
hit
get
from
on
there.
top of the table. I'm gonna look at the dwarf, and I'm gonna wink at him suggestively, and giving bardic inspiration. So next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you do, you have a plus 1d6. And I'm gonna look at the old man, and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at him, which is a Wisdom save 13.
A wisdom saving of 13. He failed.
Right, so he takes 4 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
He did not like that. He was very upset that you hit him. Or hurt him. I don't know what he did. What action did it? What was it? So just psychic damage.
Yeah, psychic damage.
Yeah, he's aware that you were the one that hurt him. Cool. And moving or not moving?
With Vicious Mockery, don't you make a comment? What did you say to him?
This
Oh,
is
sorry.
a trembly old man.
Sorry, I clicked again. I call him Dusty.
Ugh. And he looks up at you, and he's really twitching at you now. He's like, cool. Karina, she's gonna keep that door jammed shut, and yeah. Maru, there is one more space in that room.
And I finally can do something. I'm just gonna go in.
This is getting a little bit cramped, guys.
This is a really tight room.
I just gonna walk in, looked pissed, put my arm to the right, and cast Eldritch fucking Blast.
Oh,
So you're not even gonna look
Nah.
as you do this. Go for it. Roll to hit. You just know he's in that corner, because you can see everybody else as you walk in. So, well,
24 hit.
24
No
to hit.
scope.
You
Jesus.
are angry as fuck. Yeah. What damage do you deal?
10.
How do you want to kill him? Describe his
I'm
death.
just gonna put my Eldritch Blast on his face and burn the hell his flesh off it.
He sears and screams, and then the blast force pushes him against the wall, and he just slumps down the wall, leaving a blood trail where his head was down the wall. And that is the end of initiative. Everybody else is dead, and we're gonna leave it with Maru. You walking in angrily. You can take your turn now. What do you do when you walk in and kill a guy?
His corpse.
Just like, I don't know the word in English, so like, breath out of. For God's sake. Can we go now?
Okay.
Are we really take this long?
Okay, I just look at the rest of the party and I know. And I say, I know Katiana and Mia already have, but you guys really need one. A shower. It's just like a...
Two of these
I
pools
have a
are full
fucking
of blood.
reptile. I can't even sweat.
Actually, wrong. All of the pools are full of blood because the guy that you killed was next to the pool and his blood went into the pool. So
No.
they're all bloody pools.
Then I
Can I-
just smell like
Can you all do a perception
Yeah.
check, please?
I was about to ask for that.
Wow.
All for this room.
Oh, come on. One good turn was rolled and then a fucking...
Okay, it doesn't matter because you guys are not close anyways. So
wait, well, I got 19.
yeah, no. I meant him rolling his crappy.
Oh,
numbers.
yeah.
So the two people that happen to be closest to the secret entrance are the two that can actually see it. So that's
Hey.
good. You both feel like a breeze coming from the wall, and it seems to be slightly different to when Katina was in here last, and perhaps that's how they all got in.
Can I just put my back to the wall and just lean against it, put my hands behind my head, and just accidentally open it or some shit?
Yeah, sure. You, because of that 19. Yeah, you.
She's just
lean
rubbing
against
herself
wall
against the
and
wall in
you
her cat form.
Do a athletics or acrobatics for me. See how you land. Okay, you just slump backwards into that room, and you knew something was there, but you just felt a breeze. You were like, oh yeah, cool. And so you leant against the cool wall and just went bash, and just fell back into
And
that room.
I just call out, I think I found it. I
Nice.
think my ass found it.
Cool.
Oh,
So you have all found a secret entrance. You are all aware that it is there. Other than Tyrina, who is stood outside.
I turn to Arthur White and Neva and everyone else and I'm like, can somebody help me up?
Hang on, why did
Hold my hand
Serena
Yeah,
out.
because
bother?
you're actually through that
Yeah.
wall, sir.
So I hold my hand up. I was like, someone help?
I look at her and I play the lute.
Why did Serena blockade us in? If we were the ones getting attacked.
I got a net 20 on that lute.
So I'm just gonna. So as you do that, I'm just my other hand. I'm gonna bring it up with the middle finger showing, and just pointing at you. I'm like, Neva.
I'm gonna say that my net 20 loot should get you up.
No, you're
but-
playing just to be a dick.
The question why Tyrina blocked the door was because she barred it from anything else getting in.
Okay.
That's what she did.
I help up Katiana, but it also
get it.
laugh in the face, saying, "It's not so funny when you're the only one falling."
True, but you gotta laugh
hit by a
at the
door
funny
fly.
things. I just say you gotta laugh at the funny side of life. I laugh at myself, and I allow you to laugh at me. So, and just put thumbs up, and then my form starts to change back into the more
Cool.
humanoid form.
The people that lit a torch, your torches are going out.
Does anyone have a reaction to me changing more humanoid again after being cat-like?
I play the lute.
Because no one's ever seen that before.
I'm literally a druid. I turn into a bug on a daily basis. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I spoke to an ant.
You spoke to an ant.
So my face, which was very cat-like, is just kind of flattening out back into this very pale face from this very red ginger fur, and the fur's just receding inside.
Okay. I look at her like very seriously and I say, "You got lucky. I was about to cast animal friendship."
One of you's
Like-
already befriended her.
Yeah, one of
Yeah,
didn't
Neva.
Yeah, I think it was Neva. Yeah, Neva did an animal ending.
trained. Neva's got me trained, so I'm Neva's little lap cat.
Yeah, it's done animal handling on you, isn't it? Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, so you are now here.
That's why I stayed inside with Neva did.
Alright, the two people that have torches on, what are you going to do? Are you going to relight new ones, or are you going to be happy in the dark?
I thought they lasted for an hour.
Yeah,
It's been like that.
yeah, it's been like an hour, because you lit them while you were trying to get into the building.
I was always in the building.
Because I noticed that the torches are going out, I turned to them and was like, I've got like 10 if you want one.
Nah, I'm gonna turn myself into a beetle and fly down the hole.
In fact, I've got 13.
I'm gonna accept one because I don't have any and I need one.
I just gonna look at her and pull my torch out and just light it.
I have 13 torches. If anyone wants one,
So-
I wanted one. I passed one to the person who wanted one.
Neva,
Sir.
did you just say you didn't and you've changed your form?
Yeah, I changed my form into a bug, and
Cool.
I have dark vision like this, so
You have dark vision as a bug? I'll
Yeah.
give you that. I'm only gonna give you... Because you were a bug, you only had like 5 feet of movement, didn't you? So, I'll give you 10 feet of bug
I
vision.
just realised I never sorted out my HP when I leveled up. Let me just sort that.
Didn't catch it.
13. There you go, my house at 19 after all.
19, okay, I'll check.
That's less than the fixed value, fuck.
Do you want to take the fixed value?
Can I?
Yes.
Okay, fixed value is 22.
Oh, there we go. Right, and you have changed your form, so you don't have your 5 temporary hit points anymore. Cool. Right, what is everyone doing? Do you all want to head downstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna light a torch and head down.
Right, hold still.
If possible, I think it might be an idea for me to lead the way.
Cool.
Maybe.
Why do you need to lead the way?
Who's the tank?
I'm the one that can take it.
Yeah.
Hits the most. And I've got dark vision.
Right, so you are all down here. You have all walked into a big pool of water. Tina, you are racing around like a cat on drugs.
I just turn around to everyone and was like, water
No, we
again.
just- If you want to take the lead, feel free.
I just wander off just like a cat does.
Alright, so I want you all to move roughly your speed. So don't go too
Okay.
fast. Because you will wander into places.
Okay, I've moved 30 and gone in here. What
So
do I
just
see?
keep track of how far you guys move and then wait once you've moved your amount.
What do I see?
And I can't see anything else.
Cool. I've moved 25.
I moved 20.
Cool. Welcome to the dungeon.
What you got?
Creatures follow the juice.
I didn't actually see where Katia
The chamber at
went.
the bottom of the stairs is empty, unlit, and flooded with a foul smell of water. Oh, well, foul smelling water in a depth of 2 feet. You're in 2 feet of water, so you are in difficult terrain, so you've got reduced, what is it, by half?
Yeah.
So you don't have all your full movements in water.
Very well.
Uh,
To here, to see down here.
so every time you go into water, because there's quite a lot of it in here, you're in 2 feet of water.
So
And it
what do,
stinks.
is there anything in this little
No,
entrance?
absolutely. Oh yeah, go in there.
I hold my breath, by the way.
That's my
Two.
15 feet, so
Sorry.
from where I was, 5 to 15. That's as far as I could get with 15. Everyone else needs to move back.
You can
though.
do a perception from there.
Okay. Perception. 6.
Everyone's still running.
Everyone needs to only do 15
Wait,
feet.
do 15 feet and stop moving. What did you get? Sorry for that. 6.
Six.
Yeah, you can just see that a flooded room is there, but can't see. It just looks like a dead end from where you stood.
I
Cool.
just shout over to Neva and Saros and say, "There's a dead end this way. I don't know if there's anything special, but I'm not going down there."
2 feet of water, so you can't even see the floor. And
Yeah. So I've said that to these two. I was like, I don't want to go in there. It looks like a dead end. I'll leave that to you guys.
cool. And take another 15 feet if you can.
There's nothing in front of me. I can't see anything. This is like a
This
dead
is
end?
Arthur White.
Yeah.
That's 10 feet. What I've just moved you.
I can't see anything here. I do have a torch, by the way. I did lit a torch.
Arthur White, you do have a torch. Oh, you did see that torch. Ah, because you were upstairs and you said you had random vision. Any feet? Light.
Ah, okay.
There you go. It's because you were getting light off somebody else, that's why. I just didn't know if the walls were
Okay,
blocking.
there you go. I think that's...
Are we moving again?
Yeah, everyone can move 15 feet.
Oh, never mind. I moved one too much.
Don't worry, you can move back there if you want.
By the way, I'm holding my breath
Why?
Because you can
because
breathe
it
in
smells
everything.
bad.
Yeah, it's a very stinky, stagnant smell. It's like a sewery smell.
Okay, how long can you hold your breath for?
Indefinitely.
Really?
Yeah, Erganazzi.
Damn.
That's good. Alright, fish boy, where are you going? There's no doors for me to hit you with.
How fast can I move?
15 feet.
I'm
Half
above.
your, half your movement speed.
Wait, no, you
Wait,
can
no,
move
he-
full because it's water, yeah. You can just dive right in, boy.
Yeah, so I did tell you about the
But you
dead
can't
end.
move through people.
So I told you about the dead end on the other side and said there might be something special, but not sure.
Yeah, it's another room that way if you want to go in there. I'm going to give you full movement into there. Do an investigation.
Hold on.
Well,
Yeah.
investigate if you want, or perception.
Oh, if I did investigation, I would have done way better. I was a 0
It was perception because you
Well,
went
that's
in
six.
there.
It's because didn't have enough movement speed to go in.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to get in there. Miss, I might know what's already there.
I don't know what was already there. I just saw a room and was like, what is this? I had no idea what's in there.
To me, I'm just an innocent cat.
I mean, seriously, I have no idea. I've never actually been around these maps.
With Curtis gone for a moment, everyone move another 15 feet at least.
And they're in the way. If you grab your character and then click
I'll just log
with
out.
the right click, you can actually see the like how far things are. It does the thing and lets you move it at the same time. Because it allows you to do stuff like this.
Curtis, you just see a empty room. You're in like a dead end. it's just thinking. It's just nothing out of the ordinary.
How tall is the tunnel?
The tunnel, who's the tallest? Because you only just fit in then.
I'm the tallest, probably.
How tall are you?
7'3".
7 foot 3.
Okay, so
it's an 8 foot. Tunnel.
The person behind me is a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm crawling on the ceiling, can the dwarf fit under me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So long as you dictate that that's what you're doing, I'm quite happy for that.
Well, I can't hold it for very long anyway, so I'm not gonna do it yet.
Well, you know you can do it for later. Cool. Everyone can move again.
1, 2.
I make
And now you're out of that water, you get the remainder of your movement.
So I've used half of it, so I get another 5, I think. I think I only get one more. Because I did, yeah.
Check and see if the water flows anywhere from there.
We're going upstairs, right?
That was the upper room.
Anyone that can... So, Neva, what are you doing? Are you going to remain in there?
I was gonna ask if I can do a nature check and see if the water flows anywhere.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Go for that.
Easiest way to find a secret passage if you're in a room of water.
You're like 21.
Oh.
21, yeah. So, in this particular corner, you see water running towards the south wall and flowing through. Do you want to do anything?
Oh yes, I would like to try and open the passage.
Check on that wall there. Oh. An 18, yeah. You slide that wall away and it leads you into this room. Give me 2 seconds. And Eval, from where you stand, you see a floating body face down in the water, in the middle of the room. This is a shirtless human male with a knife wound in its back.
Can I perform a medicine check to see if the knife wound has poison in it?
Yeah, go do a medicine check on it. So go up to it. You can still do your movement.
Oh, I already rolled the medicine check. This one is it?
Medicine 9.
I don't know what the corpse is. You might have to move me toward it.
Can you not see this?
I can, but just in case there's an enemy, like. I don't
Oh
wanna-
no, yeah, that's the one in the center of the room. That's a corpse facing down. You can perceive that the guy's been dead for a while, but you're not sure how long.
Okay. That's my turn done.
We'll move again.
And now I'm gonna say, because you're all in that edge of the water's become shallow now, and you can all get your full movement speed. So after wait, you can't go through people still, so well you can because everyone's still gonna move. But so you are coming up to a door. The door is unlocked, so you should just be able to push through that.
I'm going to
give
investigate the door.
Okay. The door is a wooden door.
No, but like, can I investigate, see if it's trapped?
Yeah, go for it.
18?
you can't see anything, and you feel like you're on the back side of the door.
Alright. Backside, so can I push it in?
Yeah.
Okay, I slowly push it in.
Just
Reveal.
wanna say I probably need to go off anytime soon because I got early. I want to host a tournament.
Early shift.
Early
Yeah,
morning
early
one.
shift. Thank you. Like in 6 hours or less.
Okay. Well, is everyone happy to finish here for the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Alright.
Thank you.
See you all next week. It took you a while to get through that area because you were all stubborn people. If you just like did normal things and didn't try to bully anyone, you probably would have just been able to nicely ask about things, and they would have told you to come back at night.
Wait, what? If we'd asked people and just
The
plainly
two
come out.
Massouz people would have told you that the place is like a front, but they're not sure what happens at night, but stuff happens at night.
We thought they might. We thought they might be behind it, like they may
No,
be linked to it.
they are just two people that work in the day. They had no idea what goes on at night.
We
They're
we
just
were.
trying to use intimidation. All the
Yeah,
time.
we
Yeah,
thought.
two
we
of you tried to intimidate that woman and it failed.
I feel like most of us thought that they may be linked to it, so we didn't.
Yeah, I think everyone had
give
that.
away. We didn't want to give away why we were there.
Yeah, but yeah, they were just two people that work there in the day. They had no idea what goes on at night. It's a front building, and so
Also, we spent a good chunk
she
of time
told you it
harassing
was
them.
a well-respected place.
I thought the woman was the boss.
We actually
I'm
thought they
gone.
were
Bye.
linked to it.
No, they're just two nice people.
I'm gonna go now then.
Do you level up today or no?
See you
Like,
tomorrow.
they-
See you next week.
So,
See you next week, man.
See ya.
I've just sent you a message, by the way, Joshua.
Yeah.